What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you're doing well. We'll spare you the jump scare today, and although I guess you probably went from silence to the jump scare anyways, we have our Pick 6 tournament. So I am mixing in some elves tonight. So I have wood elves and high elves in my range of factions, which should be fun. And we got our first opponent here, which is going to be the Space Pope. I just woke up from a fat nap, so hopefully I can focus. All right, so we got Space Pope. Let's find him. Hey, here we go. All right. And let's see what's cooking. All right, so checking here. All right, gotta see something here. Okay, perfect. So the tournament has started. We only have one bye round. Only one individual got the dreaded bye. And we're going to be on the Empire for our first game. So this is map Skallandir's Cave, which I think is very good for the Sigmarites. So we're going to be trying to find some success here. What's going on? Welcome. All right. And let's see what's cooking. Let us see what it is. All right, so one sec here. Let me check here. I might be able to get you in. Yes, but if for some reason you will bugs with late ads. All right, so we're going to try this real quick. I just got to do a tiny bit of adminning. There's always someone showing up a little bit late, you know? There's always someone. But I think in this case, we can add them in. Let's see if it's good. And my opponent is in. He's going to be on Demons of Chaos. Now, Seekers and Heartseekers are banned. So his fast units, he's got Hounds, he's got Furies, he's got tons of other good stuff. So, yeah, should be a really fun one. Okay, and let me just add this gentleman real quick. How you guys doing, by the way? I have been having a ton of fun playing that Warhammer Fantasy mod. It's super, super good. Okay, Torsen. Let's add you in there. Score reported off. Yes, 0-0. And all right, all good in the neighborhood. Yeah, so the Mountain Blade mod... No, because even if I get eliminated, I'm still going to cast the tournament. But we will be streaming Mountain Blade again on Monday. So that's going to be the next scheduled stream. And then all throughout the week, we'll keep playing that mod. I've been having a ton of fun with it. And then that following weekend, which is going to be the 1st of February, we're going to have our Total Tavern season finals. So a lot of really, really fun stuff coming up on the horizon, guys. It's going to be great. All right, so let's focus on our build a little bit. I have a blocker up. Going to need a blocker here. So let's go ahead and get rid of this. All right. So Demons of Chaos. Chaos of the Demons. Very, very scary stuff. Yeah, Hans von Haggard. He's great, dude. I've been having so much fun with that game. Total blocker. All right, hopefully my opponent doesn't mind. I'm taking a little bit longer here, but we will get there. Perfect. And here we go. Okay. So I have a couple elves in the mix tonight, which is going to be very fun. I have high elves and wood elves, actually, which I don't normally play, but I'm probably more familiar with high elves. But yeah, very excited to give those guys a good college try. All right, so we're playing on Skallandir's Cave. We're playing against Demons of Chaos. Extra scary demons, I am sure, are coming for us. Now, what do we want to do against them? Yeah, Pistoliers are pretty damn good. I'm a big enjoyer of Pistoliers. I think that they can do some serious work. Wish you could play as Chaos in that mod. You will be able to out of region eventually, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's on their roadmap of things that they're going to be doing. So, pretty hyped to myself. So, against Demons of Chaos, you know, we could just do this. I have a kind of a cute idea here. Okay, 50 gold. We'll throw you in as this. I kind of like this opening build. It's a little bit out there, but at the end of the day, it looks pretty good to me. Yeah. Is Ulrika viable in multiplayer? I wouldn't say she's very good, but you know, you can kind of shoehorn her into some matchups and she'll be fine. Turin, the blessed Elfbane, has found the light. Catholic, are you playing tonight? Is it a little bit too late for you over in Germany? By the way, yeah, thank you for sending me those community notes, Catholic. The bounce stuff. I sent that over to CA, and they seem to enjoy it. So, yeah, so it's good stuff. All right, so out of the gates, we're looking good, I think. What do we need to worry about, Demons of Chaos? God, taking a nap for tournaments, I don't recommend it. All right, so we need to get a wizard of some sort. That's going to be important. And for the wizard, you can put him here. And what lore magic is really good against demons? Lore of Life is always welcome. You know, you can always get pretty good value out of that. You know, Lore of Light isn't actually terrible either. Lore of Beast, you know, Flock of Doom Spam is really good against demonic infantry. Death is good, but he's not allowed to use Seekers or Heart Seekers, so we don't need to worry about those. Normally you would be like, oh, maybe Buna for that. You know, this is probably going to be fine. Furies are going to come in, cause a little bit of havoc for sure. All right, I don't hate this. Yeah, let's get you there, and let's get a little bit of this. All right, that's cool, man. I think we're just going to keep it very, very simple. I didn't pick Druki today. No, Druki are not in my range of factions at the moment. As cool as they are, I feel more confident with High Elves. High Elves are actually my grand final pick tonight, which is pretty wild. But I know how to play High Elves versus I know how to play High Elves versus Khorne. So I'm like expecting that we're going to be running into some Khorne dogs in the later rounds, and you know, maybe that'll matter. We'll see. Heavens, Tempest versus Furies. That would be High Magic. High Magic is what has Tempest, but that would be a good choice if we had access to it because of the prevalence of like flying Tzeentch Lords. They really like to use those, so that would have been pretty good. But in another life, I suppose. Okay, let's get you in there. That's going to be pretty essential, I think. I mean, the Lifecaster is always pretty decent. Flockcaster is good. Hard to say. Hard to say. All right, let's try you. Let's do this and do that. Great. All right, so we got our Harry Potter in reserve, ready to go. Greatswords don't really have a place in this matchup. We are going to need some baseline infantry. Flagellant Sigmar Suns, not the worst thing in the world. You know, not the worst. If you snipe, yeah. I mean, it could. That's what's cool about demons. They can play like any style and really throw you off if you're not prepared for it. So I do dig that. I think it's pretty neat. Yeah, I think these Cav are going to be our best choice, though. I like that. And we're going to want some cheapo ones as well. Okay. We're almost ready, ladies and gentlemen. The dreaded Empire build will rise. Will it be a steam tank? It could be. It could be the steam tank, the stank of stanks. All right, so we got you in reserve. And Halberdiers aren't terrible here. There are some monstrous infantry. They do suck against Furies. If Furies attack them, they can have a bad time. So maybe a little bit of sustained fighting power isn't going to be terrible either. Yeah, there we go. All right, I like this build. I think it's good. I think it ain't bad at all. We do have a lot of those guys, so that's probably enough infantry for us to call in here. Let's get you, and then we can cut this. Get that. All right, guys. I think I like what the Rock is cooking. Yeah, he can bring the Fiends of Slaanesh. That's something I got to watch out for. Fiends are good, very good against Empire Heavy Cav. But I think I feel pretty good about this build. That's got to be 600. Let's get another one of you guys and call it a day. All right. We're ready, man. Let's get this going. Whenever you say flagellant, I keep hearing flatulent. Yeah, no, for sure. They sound very similar, and I probably am saying it wrong. It's just the subtle memeing there. This baby can fit so many land chips. Yeah. You better watch out. The land chips are coming. Boris Todbringer is also quite good in this matchup. He's honestly good in like every matchup, I feel. The toddy is very, very strong. Yeah. I wish they had a multiplayer campaign mod for the Old Realms. Oh my god, yeah. Imagine being able to play the Old Realms mod, and you and the homie are like playing like two characters together, traveling. That would be so fun. We're eating good in this one. Yeah, no, it's gonna be a good stream. Factions for tonight. Let me talk about that real quick. So, all right. I'm not in the list. I honestly forgot what I picked. Filled it out last minute. Okay. Paste your picks here. All right. So for tonight, I have Empire, Nurgle, Chaos Dwarves, Wood Elves, Warriors of Chaos, and High Elves. So Nurgle's going to be an X followed by Chaos Dwarves. And then I do have Wood Elves as my 4th round pick. If I make it to the top 4, I have Warriors of Chaos and High Elves. So I picked 2 factions that I felt are good against Khorne for the top 4. Because Warriors of Chaos, I think, are favored against Khorne. Not always. It's like even-ish. Maybe slightly walk favored if you're playing very well. And High Elves, I don't know if they're favored against Khorne. But I feel like they have some really good tools against them. Empire roster and Total War after playing it in Bannerlord, it's different. Yeah. I mean, everything's going to seem strong when it's against the AI, right? So... All right, guys. So we're going to play the 2 open field objectives, obviously. So we're going to come down here and party. Yes, yes, and yes. And we went actually triple Hawk-on Long Rifle, which I'm nervous about defending. But in order to basically protect all of my assets, I got a cheap 600 gold General of the Empire because I'm kind of like, you know, He is so cheap that I'm going to have extra gold to pay for like mobility and unit protection pieces. So as such, we do have Knights of the Black Rose. We got 2 of them in our starting army, which is pretty heavy duty. Pistoliers are excellent against Demons of Chaos. So we're going to use those 2, and these Spearmen are going to anchor up the ranks and help out where they can. All right, and then we got Knights of the Black Rose and Knights of the Black Rose. So our Walmart Knights of More are here. Although they're super cool. Yeah, super cool. Bannerlord, we're going to play again on Monday. That's the plan. I'm out of town tomorrow. Got a little friends gathering I'm going to, but we will stream Bannerlord again on Monday, and then probably Tuesday after that. It's got to be several days of it. Yeah, we basically have Hans von Haggard leading the army. Yeah, he's here. So he's there. He's 600 gold. He's ready to get bonked on the head by... Dude, you guys remember when the Minotaur just took me out on the stream? Oh my god. That was so good. All right. So yeah, just grab as many objectives as we can with our Pistoliers. Just do a little bit of a objective smash and grab here. Protect our guns, you know, value trade, call it a day. All right, I'm role-playing. No, this is actually a good build, I think. All right, so let's get you up here and here. And the demons are coming. It's going to be... What the hell is that? Oh, Caress. Oh, Rampage and Skull Cannon. All right, that's cool. Nurglings on the Vanguard, so the Nurglings are there, and I'm able to get some shots and force those little gremlins off. So I got to watch out for the Rampage, all right? Is that what he's doing? Is it Rampage? Yeah, it is. It's Pavane. Okay, so he's going to try and Pavane me here. I got to be careful. I'm probably just going to pull back. I already got 1 objective, so I'm not going to complain here. All right. It is going to be a Skull Cannon. Is it the ROR one? No, it's just a regular one. So that's not quite as scary. All right, so we'll start putting some shots down here. We're going to pull back. And from here, I need to just call in probably some staying power. Also get my wizard out, by the way, which is going to be uber important. So the Knights of the Black Rose got to grab this objective. Regular Skull Cannons aren't that bad. But I just don't want to get freaking Pavane in the face, which is what's going to happen here if I'm not careful. All right, so let's go ahead and form up here. This outside objective is probably going to be safe. We can call in a Flagellant to hold that. So we're going to call in another Flagellant, and then I'm going to get my Life Wizard after this, 100%. All right. So uno, dos. So let's start shooting here. Let's start shooting here, and let's call the Pistoliers in to make sure the demons don't go too crazy. And move up this way. Knights of the Black Rose can come back. Good juking from my opponent, but now we just want to switch onto the Skull Cannon and leave 1 to be shooting here while you guys shoot the Golden Griffin. So Pistoliers immediately get some really good value. And yeah, we're all good. So we got the big boys coming in. The bombardment will do a little bit of damage, but nothing too crazy. It's like a model count that that isn't too high, so you're gonna be okay against it. All right, so keep shooting this chicken, and we need to get the Hawk and Long rifles to keep tracing in. Nice shot there. But we have gotten the golden chicken down a little bit lower, and we're gonna move you guys up and move up. Get the Sigmar Suns moving, looking good, and now we can go ahead and get the long rifles and start shooting into the pinks. Because he's juking very well. This is actually very impressive juking. I don't need to respect the Skull Cannon too much, though, in my opinion. So yeah, we're not gonna worry about it. All right, let's get our Life Wizard up. He's gonna come up and party, and now we're gonna start shooting at the pinks. Hans von Haggard is gonna lead the charge, and let's get you guys going, you guys going, you guys. And we do have some big scaries over there in the woods. All right, those are Flamers of Tzeentch. So we need to get those guys down ASAP. So we're going to go ahead and train the long rifles on them, move our Pistoliers up, and hopefully be able to take those things down. All right, Knights of the Black Rose. We could use them to dive. Every thorn does have its rose. We're going to call Pistoliers over this way and continue our trading. We do get some nice shots right there, so you can see that the minions are going to be running into the trees. Cool. So now let's get you guys onto the Fiends. Hard to click those guys, man. Okay. Yeah, shoot these guys. Looking all right. And we do see another bombardment coming out. I think we need to send 1 of our Knights of the Black Rose up to party, keep the Pistoliers going, and yeah, get our Hawk and Long rifles to zero in on probably these guys. So we're going to get you guys here. 1 of the Hawk and Long rifles does get rampaged. It does. Yeah, we're going to charge with these guys, get our Life Wizard back, and do a little bit of healing here. Can we pop that heal? Thank you. All right, cool. And these Screamers are getting very beat up, so we're going to go charge them with our Heavy Cav here. We have a little bit of a freebie. All right, so move up, and I'm going to call it the Demogryph Knights next. The Knights of the Black Rose do get them, and these Screamers are going to be offline in a second. So that is going to be excellent. Let's get the Sigmar Suns in there, do a little bit of this. Pistoliers are still screening and looking good. So the chicken is indeed offline. So 1, 2, and here. Let's get you guys shooting those Fiends. They need to pay the price. And the Knights of the Black Rose, let's get them here and here. All right, so we're going to need to get probably another Knight of the Black Rose. They're very good. Pistoliers are just going to screen until, we need them elsewhere. Let's send you into the pinks, you over here, and you guys can go charge there, although it looks like he's going to pull back anyways. All right, so let's get our wizard back up and get these state troopers moving up towards the objective. We do almost have those Fiends of Slaanesh down. We're massively outvalue trading my opponent here, which is great. And now the Black Rose Knights are just going to absolutely cause huge havoc here. Let's do a little bit of a heal here. Keep these Hawk and Long Rifles online. And yeah, Pistoliers can keep punishing these Demon Lords, which is good. Let's run away with you. And keep the Knights of the Black Rose ready. All right, so Hans von Haggard defeating the Fiends, which is great. Nobody's going for the outside objective. And the Demons are just hemorrhaging, flying back here. They're just taking massive casualties. All right, so Hans is getting run over by a Demonic Lawnmower. And we have this. How do I want to deal with this? Probably call it a Demogryph Knight soon. And you can go here. Pistoliers can form up here. And just move up on the objective. The Black Rose Knights are very good against Demons. Very, very good. And now we got Screamers coming out, which will be okay. We get the Hawk and Long Rifles to train in on them. And hopefully be able to get them. All right, so let's do this and this. Have you guys form up. Keep shooting that chicken. And you can charge there. And cool. We'll see what we can do. Once we get the big Arwar Demogryph Knights out, we're going to be in very good shape. All right, so move up. Support a little bit. Looks like they're going to go after the Knights of the Black Rose, but it's fine because we have Spearmen there, so we're just going to crush them. You guys move up here. Battletoad's being called in, but yeah, it's not going to be enough. His demons are just so raggedy right now, man. Let's go after the Skull Cannon a little bit. Keep juking back here, and we do have our Wizard, our Harry Potter, so we're going to go ahead and heal here. See if we could maybe stabilize that Hawk and Long Rifle. And call in the Demogryph Knight Arwar right now. All right, Spearmen are going to come over. 6,000 against 2,000 value, so pretty crushing Imperial victory probably, but you never know. The demons still have some big SEs online, and those things are a menace. He does drop another witchcraft spell on us. Demogryph Knights, great. Let's get these things in. So this is going to basically end his shenanigans here with like trying to troll our backfield. But the guns have done enough damage already that I think we're just in great shape. And you can see the Screamers battling amongst spears. It's going to be all bad news for them. All right, so back you go, buddy. Let's get you Long Rifles to turn about face. Demogryphs come over here. And the Flagellants, just guard that objective, guys. You just throw one down for Sigmar. All right, let's keep chasing that Darkling Prince. Very good micro for my opponent, though. Like, he's been juking very well this game, but overall, just bringing a couple big, expensive SEs against Empire feels super risky. They have so much, like, kind of just shooting that is just randomly exists that I think it's super tough. All right, so we're going to get those guys going here. Spearmen still fighting. Couple Houndos surging into the secondary, but nothing that our Pistolier Corps can't handle. We'll send the Knights of the Black Rose to go hunt them down. Demogryph Knights are nearby, so basically he just can't dive me anymore. Not with the Demogryph Knights hanging out, that's for sure. Black Rose Knight's going to head him off, and on the outside we do have Nurglings chilling, but we don't need to go over there. There's absolutely no purpose to go there. Knights of the Black Rose going to screen those guys out, and I believe all of our Long Rifles are back online. So that's pretty bad for the Demons of Chaos. That's for sure. All right, so 1, 2, and 3. Let's put them in group 6. We could actually snipe that Skull Cannon real quick. That thing will die very quickly. All right, so we'll chase with you. Get our Life Wizard up there for some big fat group healing. Hans von Haggard's still going, dude. His mustache is bristled. It is mad, and he is doing work. And now we can start pressing the side objective. We're just so far ahead, I don't think it matters too much. So we're going to move you guys up. The Greater Demon of Slaanesh has fallen, and we have been able to pound the backfield here. All right, so there you have it, and we're going to drop a fat heal right there. Cool. And let's get this. All right. Do a little Awakening of the Wood to trigger the Life Bloom passive, and outstanding. Yeah, Flagellant's hanging out there. Couple Fiends back here creeping, but the Hawk and Long Rifles are just such brutal screens. Hans von Haggard fighting almost to the bitter end. Not quite. He got a little bit raggedy there at the end, but we should kill these Fiends like almost instantly. Something shooting us? Skull Cannon? Yeah. We can take the demis over there and just kind of sweep that objective. Pistoliers screening these guys out. Now we need to retreat a little bit. Could on some of them. Get them back in the pool. Skull Cannon's going to die. We do have the Golden Griffin of Theurgy. Did we just want to shoot that thing down? Yeah, probably wouldn't be bad. Let's get the Demogryphs over there and prepare more healing. Yep, no threats on that objective. Let's get some Empire Knights coming in to help out there. We're pretty far ahead, so we can kind of do as we please here. Hans von Haggard, he's not going to get him. Hans is going to survive. All right, so you guys shoot, and we do almost have the Golden Griffin down. It's pretty low. Demogryph Arwars have arrived, and they will absolutely pound these guys. We have an Awakening of the Wood as well. Bloodletters. Bloodletters are a little bit scary. Granted, Knights of the Black Rose can do very good against them. So, yeah, not the worst thing in the world. All right, so let's get up on the objective here. Let's get the Flagellants chasing. You parking here. You charging there. You still have the Hawk and Long Rifles. All of them are... Nope, one of them's offline for now. But, yeah, we're about to crumble the entire army, basically. All right, so let's fight there. Get 2 of you to come back and keep hunting this giant chicken. Maybe unsummon the Pistoliers. Just so I have something in the pool. You know, I'm very far ahead, but I'd like to get those guys back out. We do get some Screamers coming this way, I think. Yeah, shoot the chicken. Keep the demis there to, you know, keep tabs on things. And we do manage to wrestle the back objective here. All right, so those are going to be Changebringers. If those had been out a little bit earlier, I might actually be kind of nervous about it. But yeah, we need to get the Hawk and Long Rifles actually heading over there. And anybody who is not there needs to just go... Yeah, I mean, I could take the Pistoliers. Let's unsummon these guys. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, at that point, we got him tabled. Yeah, Hans survived. He fought in the pits with a bunch of chaos, you know, demons and minions and things, and that was good. All right, GG. Yeah, I mean, incredibly good micro for my opponent. Space Hope is a very good player, too. A risky pick, though, bringing 2 big flying SEs against Empire. I mean, they can do work. His micro really squeezed every morsel of value, but even still, it's hard. I think against Empire, you typically need to go wider. Skull Cannon ended up getting 1,400. The regular Skull Cannons are strong, but not like OP. And he kept that thing alive for a long time. But I kind of really liked this playstyle of like just a cheap lord and a super wide army, right? It puts so much forward that it's hard to really get in there. And Knights of the Black Rose are super good against demons because demons don't carry halberds. So none of the demonic infantry are going to be exceptional against the Knights of the Black Rose, with the exception of maybe like Exalted Bloodletters or something. So these guys will trade very well. Pistoliers are just gods here in this matchup. 900 value, 1100. Hawklands all did good. A couple of them got over 1,000. Demogryph Knights, I think they're really necessary, for sure. And yeah, that's going to be it. GG. Yeah, we didn't play it quite like Bannerlord. In Bannerlord, we don't use as many infantry. Granted, I might try them. Once I get more army capacity, I might try and level up some infantry, which could be fun. Who needs Franz when you have Hans? That's right. All right. GG, well played to my opponent. Good match, and we're going to go report the score in round 1 of tonight's tournament. He went toe-to-toe with all those demons like it was another day. Exactly. Yeah. Imagine how horrifying that would be in IRL, you know? Okay, my opponent already reported it, so we're fine. Next game, we're Nurgle, and that is going to be... Let's see. Let's make the lobby. Gotta wait. Sometimes it bugs out. All right. So map is going to be what for us in round 2? The Jade Tomb. This is the map I normally go Skaven on, but I figured you guys were bored of that, so... We're going to be playing Nurgle, which I've been losing with lately. Nurgle has been rough for me lately. I was so strong with them before. I had won a couple tournaments with them, and something fell off. I fell off the wagon somewhere, the Nurgle wagon. Exalted Bloodletters are anti-infantry, correct, but they have extremely high melee attack, which makes it means they can hit most things. Even against, like, you know, like Cav or monsters, they can make contact. Yeah. Can't you get Korngors as demons? You cannot, Rich, because they're not demons. They're mortal units. So if you look at the Demons of Chaos roster, let me show you. Where the hell? I never play Demons of Chaos. They're pretty strong. Honestly, Demons of Chaos are quite good, but there's no mortal units. It's only demonic units. So like they're just goat people with an affiliation for a certain god, right? What would I even consider bringing against Empire? You know what would probably be really good? Let's see. What heralds... So this is, if I was playing against Empire Slaanesh, I'd probably go Herald of Slaanesh on a Seeker. It's just the same, or a Steed of Slaanesh, not a Seeker. No Mortis Engine, Arcane Conduit, yes. Locus of Grace, yes. And Portal Glyph, yes. So this has a Fury summon, which is super strong. You can use this to shut down Hawklands, and then I would literally just run around casting Melkoths on their heavy calf, most likely. Hiding in the trees, that sort of thing. A little bit risky, though. I mean, arguably, you could go with a Tzeentch Herald and just ride around on a disc and use Blue Fire as well. So that's not a bad idea. Now, if for infantry spam against Empire, I don't even know what the proper infantry would be. I feel like Plague Bearers are decent. They're a little bit vulnerable to shooting, but they can take it like champs. I did feel a little bit nervous about the Changebringers. Granted, I could probably handle them early on. Yeah, Demons of Chaos are such a wild roster. There's so much shit, man. There's so much. There's so much. Karanak, no thank you. A little bit too easy to snipe. You could go double Blood Reaper. Empire typically doesn't love fighting foot characters, and these things are pretty cheap. So maybe like 2 of these on foot or something could be kind of cool. And then, so Plague Bearers maybe, backed up by these guys. And then maybe to grab some objectives out of the gates to play the Vanguard game, you could use some mobility. This wouldn't be like a bad opening core. A little bit weak against Knights and whatnot, right? The Fiends of Slaanesh are going to be some of your best friends, since Seekers are banned for being bugged and broken, basically. I really liked the Changebringer X-Factor pick. That could have been really devastating, depending on how the game had gone. Like, if I had to fight for other objectives and these things ambush me and I don't have my shooting there, That could have been very scary. Nurglings are pretty good. They can go fisticuffs with State Troopers, so probably max out on Nurglings in reserve. What other pieces are going to be nice here? Yeah, the Fiends are nice, but you got to watch out for that shooting. I definitely think some Corn Dogs are welcome. And any Soul Grinders, I don't think so. Hawklands will shut them down too hard. They'll just give them the dirty, and you're going to have a bad time. Yeah, the friggin' Flamers of Tzeentch got wrecked. You could just go for some, pink horror, like archer type stuff. If you could break through that front line quickly, that's going to be nice. Those Hawklands will be forced back. Skull Cannon is too risky. Cannons and long rifles, I think, are too aggressive against it. We'll call out maybe 2 of these. Yeah, that looks like a decent little reinforcing army. And then, for our last disappearing act, what speedy boys do I want to get? Yeah, Furies. You're going to need Furies too, so I think I need to find a way to mix some Furies into the build. So maybe cut that, get a Fury. Because you can use your Fiends as anti-large. Yeah, probably just cut this and get 2 Furies there. Then we can just get a regular Nurgling. That'll give us enough for something else, I think. Not quite. Okay, 800 Gs. Rawflies are an interesting one. They haven't seen a lot of love. They haven't seen a lot of play, that is for sure. A Bloodletter pick, yeah. A Bloodletter, like sneaking in a sneaky Bloodletter isn't bad. All right, so for the starting army here, I mean, you could even go a couple Bloodletters. Yeah, but they're so vulnerable against the Knights of the Blazing or Knights of the Black Rose also, so you're probably gonna have a bad time. This is hard. This is like it's like doing a puzzle. But again, I don't really play this faction, so we're gonna learn together. You could also theoretically do a couple of the Demonettes and like use them on the side objectives to contest that. I don't hate like the double Demonette flank. They can rip apart Empire Heavy Cav if they don't get charged. So maybe something like this could be kind of cute. It's just tinfoil hat. It's just tinfoil hat shit right now. All right, let's refresh this. I missed you playing the Empire. It's okay. You can rewind, I think, unless the setting is turned off in my stream. Let me know if you have any issues for that. But yes, Hans von Haggard will be back on Monday. That's going to be the next episode. I'll schedule it and everything. Yeah. The new baby has 0 interest in being put down, so instead of actually playing the game, we watch Turin. Right on. Yes. A true son and or daughter of Sigmar there. Perfect. So just tank the shooting until you get the dogs out. It's a wide press with that build. So you would try and contest all the objectives and then just like collapse in on the Empire and, hopefully be able to swarm them using a combination of Fury call-ins. But you need to have so much pressure at once that they can't just isolate and deal with your threats. If you can get Furies on unprotected Hawklands, they'll die in like 2 seconds. So Melkos is really good against Empire Heavy Cav too. Rewind is working fine, good. Skull Crushers are cool, yeah. Blood Crushers and Skull Crushers are amazing, flavor-wise. I do think there's actually a place for the humble Cornate one. Like, I like the Skull Crusher a little bit in like Bretonnia matchup and a couple other Cav-based matchup. Maybe against Kislev mixing one in isn't terrible. I mean, they have 130 armor, so they're going to be pretty resilient against incidental shooting, but it's hard to just like bring them when you have the Blood Beast, right? The Blood Beasts are like 600 gold cheaper, and they also mess up heavy Cav. Granted, their staying power isn't as good. So there is that. All right, let me refresh. Sorry, we finished our game pretty quickly. Looks like there's 3 games left to go. And yes, we will see what is cooking. Blood Crushers are so heavy metal. I agree. When do you plan on doing Tempest Rising? So when does it come out? Is it out already? I know somebody mentioned it on the stream. Tempest Rising. Initial release date. Is it out? Is there like an early access right now? It says initial release date is in April. So yeah, it's a little ways away. But is there like an early access build right now? I definitely am interested. I'm going to do it when it launches properly. I didn't have any plans for the early build or anything, but I'm 100% in because I love RTS. A son of Sigmar indeed, and you better believe he's going to be a nerd. That's right. Raised in a good household. Has anyone won a tournament as Daniel? Demons of Chaos have won plenty of tournaments, yes. They're very good. There's a demo. Okay, when we can get our hands on something beyond a demo, I'm down. I don't really care to play do a whole stream for just a demo, but yeah. In Bannerlord, you have to try a non-Blood Knight Vampire. You can summon Skellies on top of the enemy. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, so we're going to play a Hans van Haggard playthrough. We're going to get him to late game. We're going to get cannons. we'll set some sort of an end game goal, you know, maybe like go and take down like a Beastman Herdstone or something like that. Or a Chaos Portal, go into one of the Chaos Portals, right? And then we'll probably try a Vampire Count one, and I want to try a Druchii Highwayman playthrough. So play like a Dark Elf Raider. So we would play as a bandit, and we would raid villages and just play Dark Elves and kind of do that whole thing. Haven't seen the Bloodbrute Behemoth in a long time. Yeah, it's all right. I think there's just better choices. Are you planning to pre-order Civ 5 for? Yeah, I'm gonna get Civ 5 as soon as I can. Yes, or Civ 7, excuse me. Doesn't the Warhammer mod have lizards? No lizards yet. It has Empire, Bretonia, Musion. So you can play Musion too, which is really cool. So you can play like undead Bretonians, kind of like vampiric Bretonians. High Elves, Wood Elves, Warriors of Chaos are opponents you can play against. Beastmen are also opponents you can play against, but not as. Vampire counts are fully playable. Yeah, and there's a lot of variance in each faction, right? So if you play Empire, for example, you can be Free Company Militiaman start. You could be a Wizard start, Witch Hunter. I believe, yeah. So Free Company, who can go into any of the kind of melee generic non-magic routes. So Free Company, you have a Wizard, you have a Warrior Priest, you have a Witch Hunter. I think there's one more. It's super good. Here, my old friend, you should game with your. I will, dude. You wanna game? I'm down, dude. I am down. I would never forsake you, Pone. I would never. All right, so what do we got here? Refreshing. You need to just quit your job so we can be on the same schedule, you know? All right, we got one game left. Revan versus the Spy Rat. Okay, so that game is still going, and then we should be able to advance from there. You tried the High Elves? Okay, yeah, I haven't tried them yet. Yeah, I haven't tried playing the High Elves in that mod. You're playing the Old Realms Bannerlord. It's so good. Yeah. Okay, let's check here. See what's cooking. Okay, cool. All right, so somebody's asking a question. Jack, do we need to keep in mind whatever unit cap mistakes are in the game? Yes, they should be fixed. Should be fine. So Jack, yeah, the unit caps, CA did fix them. But if you notice something that's off, obviously don't abuse it. Yeah, it's case by case. If you know, but yeah, obviously CA should have fixed the unit caps in the last pass, but I don't know if they did. Get everything, that is. I can play games on Monday night. How dare you, dude? I will play games with you on Monday night. 100%. We'll do it. Just hit me up after my Bannerlord stream. I'll probably stream earlier in the day. Does the Bannerlord mod put diplomacy in the Bannerlord yet? Yeah, there is diplomacy. There is. Like, Franz is declaring war on people. Like, I joined the Empire, and Franz already... as soon as I joined the Empire, he declared war on Bretonia. He's like, Paravon must pay. Not like, mainline Bretonia, but, yeah. He did declare war. Yeah, so we have High Elves a little bit later on. Wood Elves will be getting played in the round of 4. Next up, we have Nurgle. So the blessings of Nurgle will be upon our opponents. Are the fishmen? No fishmen. No. Thank you for the 10. I have no. What currency is that, by the way? BOB. I have no idea. Okay, Spy Rat and Revan should hopefully be done soon. Hopefully we don't have any issues advancing the tournament as well. But with High Elves, you can be really good against Khorne, because Khorne like gets bullied super hard by your monsters. Because Valkia cannot fend off like a big flying air force of the elves. So what I really like to do with High Elves against Khorne is like a huge mobility style like this, like mass Reaver archers with like 3 big monsters and just like alpha strike their weaker positions and cycle charge things. Khorngors are kind of vulnerable against shooting too, so you can use your Reavers to poke those guys. Yeah. Okay, let's refresh this. Still going. And how long have we been going for? About 36 minutes? Okay, so they have another 7 minutes or so to finish their game. Let me message those guys, make sure they're all good. Is it Revan? Let me know when done. All right, so I messaged them. And hopefully they'll finish soon. Does the old world mod work for Bannerlord PvP? No, I wish it did. That's my power fantasy, is to be able to do some PvP on that. Someday it'll maybe happen. Someday. Yeah, so Civ's coming up, though. We got Civ 7 on the horizon. That's in the next couple weeks, isn't it? Let me see. Civ 7 release. Yeah, February 11th. Okay, that's going to be super fun. That's going to be very, very fun. I'm curious to see. The new system looks like, in the old Civ games, you would play, like, you would pick a, Rome or United States or whatever, right? And you would play them the entire way through. But now they have a new system where you pick, like, an antiquity civilization. And then when you go up to the next kind of age threshold, you then you move off of that and you become, like, another Civ. So it's kind of like the progression system is very different. Yeah. Turin, while killing time, ask me anything regarding. I'm versed in the game. Right on. Well, I certainly will. Nothing comes to mind at the moment, but if I do have any questions, we will do it. Okay, just a little bit of admin stuff here. They said they're having some serious lag. Lag is definitely the bane of this game. Because Total War multiplayer rules. It's super fun. It's just still slogging through. You got 7 minutes. Until round timer. Okay, so they're just having some serious lag. If we can isolate, I do need to put a clause in tournaments about, like, if there's one player who's lagging perpetually through all their matches, we might just, like, kick or ban, or not ban, but, like, obviously remove from that tournament until they can get it fixed. Okay. Yeah, because it is an issue with this game. Yeah, the Peasant Archers of Paravan took me out. Yeah, but not before we took on 4 or 5 of their guys. It was good. Yeah, it was fun. Servers would be goated. They would, man. Dude, if we get servers for this game. Oh, I tried over the years. I really campaigned for it. I really did, but alas, it didn't happen. How cheap can we get Henry Cavill's, by the way? Okay, so Henry Cavill's cost 1,000 gold base. That's really expensive for what you're getting, like a low HP model. Oh no, but if we take this away, 750. Okay, that might actually be decent in some matchups. So they do magic damage. The Blessed Tome gives leadership plus 8. Loremaster's Cloak gives a spell resist aura, which isn't terrible. I was thinking about this, like a double Loremaster of Hoeth. To, like, fight on objectives, and you could just bring, like, Earthblood in one of them, for example, and that's like your wizard, and then you can go for, like, a combat character of some sort. Eltharion is actually really good. I'm a big enjoyer of Eltharion lately. Him having high magic is super good. High magic with Tempest is just money. So money. Like, if somebody comes out at you with Furies, just lock them down, shoot them down as they're on their way in. It's super cost effective. Oh. Pre-order Civ 7 is not the play early, you have to buy. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I'll take a look at the pre-orders for Civ, but I'm probably not going to pre-order it. I'll reach out to the company and see if maybe I can work with them on something. That'd be fun. One with Earthblood, one with Spirit Leech. Yeah, you could mix it up a little bit. Sounds good. Okay, and they should be reporting the score. Looks like they just finished their game, and we will report this now. Feels like the meta's in a pretty good place. Yeah, honestly, most factions are viable, which is great. Yeah, I would say we're in a pretty good spot. High magic, dude. Yeah, 420 high magic. Let's go. All right, so let's advance the Swiss to the next round. And it looks like we're all set. All right, so I got Jack is going to be my opponent. And round 2 is live. So where's this? So we are on tournament, announcements, Goblins round 2. All right, cool. So we got our game. Let's get this on. Thank you guys for your patience, and sorry about the lag and whatnot. We're up. And I got Jack. He's coming in. No mercy. And we're going to be on the Plague God's Chosen. Nurgle's coming. The man boobs of doom. Yeah. Let's get it, man. Are there any players in the tournaments I'm planning on, but I really despise lag? I'm from Uruguay. Oh, South America. Okay. Yeah, Philippe, there probably is. If you join our Discord, If you're in our Discord, shoot me a message, and I wouldn't mind helping you try to find some players from your region. Yeah, I'll see what we could do, man. Shoot me a message in Discord, though. Do you have any mods you could drop a link to Discord? That'd be greatly appreciated. All right, I don't know what my opponent's playing. We're about to find out. And let's see what they are. I can actually look it up because we have it in front of us, which is good. All right, so Jack is playing what? Ogre Kingdom. So, okay, guys, by the way, I did allow Ogre Kingdoms tonight, but the Thunder Tusk is banned. So you can play Ogres. You just cannot use Thunder Tusks. Because, you know, I want people to be able to play the faction. You know, and really, if there's like one unit that's ruining everything, the Thunder Tusk is like, you can bring a Stonehorn and have similar success, right? It's like a pretty close unit there. So this is actually kind of a hard matchup in my opinion, but should be very fun. I actually have a cool idea for how we want to play this. Okay, yes. Good, Anakin, good, yes. The music in this game is pretty epic. Total War music is very underrated in my opinion. So we got to watch out for a lot of nasty shooting, right? That's what we're going to be encountering here, which is going to be scary, scary. And we got the Ogre Kingdoms. A hard matchup for Nurgle, for sure. If he knows what he's doing, this is very, very tricky hobbitses. Okay, so aside from this, let's see. How do we want to play it? I think I have an idea. Yes. Okay, and yeah, all right. So that looks pretty good to me. Ogres, my lord. Yeah, so we got Ogre Kingdoms. You guys don't get to see them terribly often, so this is fun. I'm excited for this. Okay. Need to get you guys ready to go. Played some CEDH, started reading The Hobbit. That sounds like fun. Yeah, CEDH is, it definitely can be fun. It definitely can be fun. Super hyper. The one thing that is cool about CEDH is like the social contract is like, it's out there. It's like win at all costs, right? There's not going to be that awkward discrepancy when you show up at like an LGS and like everybody's like kind of, you know, the power levels are very different. And yeah, so I do like that element of CEDH. The Toad Dragon, the Dragon of the Toad. Okay, and yeah, I actually kind of like this idea. This seems fun. Damn, that's an expensive item. Okay, so it's going to be 400, and then we're going to need to get you. Huh. Yeah, the Leadbelcher shooting is scary. Leadbelcher shooting is very strong. Pigbacks are, you know, a threat, but it's not the end of the world. You can definitely hang out and survive against them. Yes. And yes. What about death magic against these guys? Probably not, man. Probably not. Fleshy abundance. Okay, let's do this. Almost ready, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so it's going to be 800. Man, these characters are so expensive. Like, the Nurgle heroes and stuff are just pricey, pricey, pricey. All right. Cool. So that's going to be the starting army. And definitely need some Furies. Furies are very good against the Leadbelcher. As far as like infantry choices go, I always felt like Spawn were decent here. Like just a couple Spawn getting in there and having some fun. Plague Bears, Pestigores are nice for Vanguard, but they get smashed by Ogre units in general. Their stats are just low, so they tend to get pounded. The baseline Warrior is actually very respectable here. Could even mix in like a Chosen if you want to, like a Sword and Board Chosen. All right, let's cut you guys. We got these guys for infantry reserves. Nurglings for Vanguard capture weight. You kind of don't want to leave home without those. Okay, so we're going to need to have some really sweaty control here. That's for sure. Yeah, Uno, and I think we get another one of these. All right, that looks fine to me. That looks fine, ladies and gentlemen. The Nurgle War Host is ready. It's going to do its best. Bile Trolls, yeah, not too big of an enjoyer here of those in this particular matchup. Forsaken are good at getting up quick and clearing off objectives. That is one thing they do very, very well. An awkward amount of money left. Ugh, it's awful. I always hate when you're like building your army and it's just like such an awkward amount of funds. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. I have a character in what? Which game are you guys talking about? Okay, that probably is better. Then we can get like one little poison hound or something. All right, good luck, have fun to my opponent. Let's see what we got. Oh, you're saying in campaign, yeah. So the developers for CA did name a couple characters after people who do like YouTube and Twitch and stuff, yeah. Thunder Tusks are restricted. You can't bring them. You can't bring them. I have almost won this matchup before, even against Thunder Tusk, against like a top level player. So it is doable, but the Thunder Tusk is extremely broken. So that thing, the ogres can be played. You just can't play Thunder Tusk, which is fine. The rest of the roster is sweet, and that unit is just stupid anyways. Do you want to just print 4,000 value and beat somebody based off no skill? I mean, come on, dude. Yeah, the Ashen Maneater. Yeah, Steven Seagal he's a little bit scary in this game. Yeah, he actually gets out of his chair, which is something he doesn't do in real life. Isn't there a there's a rogue army. Yeah, they named a rogue army and then like a Kislev character named Turin. So it's T-Y-U, I think it's T-Y-R-U-I-N. Yeah, it's pretty funny. So we went with Nurgle Hero Hammer, basically. So it's going to be a whole bunch of Marauders. We're going to do like a full court press and just hope it works out. Okay. Some Marauders into the sunset. Looking good. And then we got Plague Bearers, Plague Bearers, Plague Bearers. This is like a God tier map for shooting because it's really difficult to flank. So I have a Chaos Lord of Nurgle and I have a Sorcerer Lord. So they're all going to be mounted on Rot Beasts, really nasty fighters. So I'm hoping I can get these guys into the secondary and just be very annoying with them. Is going to be the game plan. I do also have Rancid Visitation, so I have very good sniping. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I should have gone maybe spell spam, considering how wide my army is, but it is what it is. We'll be fine. Yeah, Kha'Zix and Chaos Lord of Nurgle. Very, very good tag team of powerful fighters. Yeah, reinforcements, we got some Plague Ogres, actually. Chaos Warriors, we got the Angels of Decay, which are pretty much your best counter against the dreaded big monsters. If they have like a giant or anything big and scary, that's how you do it. Okay, obviously Lead Belchers are very good. So let's run up here. Let's assess the army. Yeah, double Lead Belcher, Pigback, and a Hunter. Yeah, so see, he's doing like the exact same playstyle you normally see, except just not using the big scary. Yeah, which is pretty funny. Yeah, but this build will be good. I mean, he's going to focus my Lead Belchers. It's going to hurt. He is shockingly... Yeah, no, Seagal is for sure. Everything I've read about him, he's like a pretty terrible person. Yeah, he would like hurt people on the sets of movies. He would like hurt the stuntmen and like, yeah, just like awful, just a shitter. Yeah. That's why we make fun of him so much. All right, so let's go here. These guys can stay on the objective. We're going to move up and contest this and see if we can get on there. Hopefully I can devolve this into like an ugly brawl. Yeah, getting to those Lead Belchers is going to be very, very hard. They're going to start shooting right now in a second, so we're going to just kind of hide behind this pillar. Yeah, it's ogres. Ogre kingdoms are very scary. I could 100% lose this game. 1,000% maybe. I don't know. 100%. Yeah, okay, that looks better. Great. All right, that pathing is exactly what we're looking for. So one objective is taken, and like I said, we're going to do a full court press. So we're going up. He's got a big monster. It can't be everywhere at once, right? So I'm happy to go try and take a fight with this guy right now, and we do start getting shot. So this is where it's going to hurt a little bit. We need to just start grinding. Let's move up on the point. Maybe fight these guys. Yeah, move in there, and the shooting. It begins. So let's call out a couple Furies. Yeah, all right. So we get on the point. Now the Pigbacks are there. So we got to watch out for the dreaded Pigback Riders. But if we can just get this point quickly, that would be money. We're going to move you up and get these two Plague Bears going here. Let's get the double Fury coming out. I want to like start putting the fear in him a little bit. So we're going to do this. All right. Let's get our caster back there. Those are Pigback Riders. No, just regular Noblars. Okay. Those are Pigback Riders. All right. So we're going to move in through here and look for some opportunities. And yeah, now we're just going to hopefully be able to press here. Let's get you Marauders in there. You guys coming up this way. And we do see the big Chungus now. So he's moving up on the objective. We're going to see if he wants to move through, and maybe I can get my clutches on him. So let's attack right there. Let's get you Plague Bears moving this way. We got the two Furies coming overhead. So we need to get that full court press, like I said, just to put the fear in him and make those Lead Belchers, you know, respect. All right, so we do start to get some damage on the big Hunter. He does attack in, so we're going to just go all in on trying to bonk him on the head. Great, and now we got the two Flyers overhead. You need to get the Plague Bears moving through, and you guys moving through like so. Get some Warriors moving up as well, and we can even just use these Furies for now to knock the Noblars off the points. And yeah, that'll give us a lot of agency there. All right, so look at how well my Nurgle characters beat down this this Lord here, right? It's pretty good. The full court Nurgle press is scary. We do get the rear charge here, so the 2 Furies are going to get us that objective potentially, right? All right, so Kazak and company are here. Looks like some Witchcraft is coming in. Let's get another Warrior moving up, and great. So now we got the Warriors coming out. Plague Bears are almost in the line, and we are able to steal his home objective. Pretty awesome, right? All right, so let's move this way. Let's get Kazak back. We are stuck in a bunch of freaking Pigback Riders, which is super annoying. Warriors need to move over here. And now we have an opportunity to crump these Lead Belchers a little bit, which is going to be good. All right, so let's get out of that damn blob here. We do land on those. Let's get back. Yeah, so we're only going to commit 1. Do a little bit of this. Maybe kite these guys. Shut down the shooting for now. And cool. So you guys just sit on the objective. And, ooh, yeah, we have an opportunity to get this character here. The Lord. So we're going to do a big Alpha Strike on him. We're going to go ahead and do this. And I do manage to get these guys alive. All right, so the Warriors will be at that point soon. I do only have a double cap on my opponent, but with healing, you know, we're doing all right. So we get a lot of damage on the Lord, and I'm hoping we can continue feasting. Let's call you guys back in. You guys fight there. I don't know how that fighting goes, but we're going to find out, and you guys just keep going there. Those Nurgle characters need to shine. All right, so moving up, we got the double Warrior coming. They should be able to get us that point, and overhead, let's land you right there. And how are we looking here? The characters are pretty healthy. We do have Marauder support coming in and Plague Bearer support, so let's just keep moving those bad boys in. Ogres are starting to re-wrestle their objective, but we do manage to get a really decent fight here. Unfortunately, healing is active on the Hunter, but yeah, we'll see what we can do. All right, so Marauders are losing their fight. We do get double Warrior coming, so the Warriors will push these guys off the objective 100%. That should not be a problem. We are forcing a lot of heals out. I also have healing. Furies get back here. One of the Lead Belchers is shut down for now. Plague Bearers are being pretty disruptive, which is great. And we're going to see if we can just work down this Hunter. I don't know if we're going to be able to, but we're going to try. All right, so Plague Ogres, let's get them in. Have them come up. This point's going to be ours, so the Warriors do arrive, and they're starting to flip. Oh, there's a Saber Test pack there and everything. Okay. There will come a time when we pull back. I don't know when, but there will come that time. Let's get these Marauders up to rear charge them. They're shaken and stirred, and it looks like there's going to be, oh, Heaven's Magic. Okay, so he has healing and Heaven's Magic, and it looks like our Wizard just gets routed at like full health, which is not good. So, are these Pigbacks? No, they're just regular Noblars. Okay, so we don't need to worry too much about that. All right, let's get some Hounds coming out. Hounds are going to roll up and see what they can do, and our Wizard does stabilize. Let's go ahead and use the Fecundity over here. Probably just heal the boys up a little bit and get our characters back. All right, so we do manage to get this objective. Lead Belcher shooting has partially been shut down, but for the most part, it's still online, which is not good for me. I think we got to rotate over here. Although we could do a little bit of an outside rotation here. I don't hate that idea. All right, so I think we're going to have some big fighting on this objective. Warriors are here, and we do have the objective. 5,000. But yeah, I'm hoping my healing is good enough. You know, I'm hoping. Let's go ahead and attack these Ogre Bull dual weapons with our character squad. In the meantime, we're going to rotate and just try and steamroll this objective here and try and get that. And we're going to call it Double Fury. We don't want to call them out one at a time. I need to call it the double. So the Chaos Warriors of Nurgle should hold against the Bulls for some time. We have the character core, need to save up a little bit, and let's get you guys nibbling here, get these Marauders there, and you guys can also just charge in and help. Okay, so, you know what? I might need to just start sending them over. Yeah, I don't know if I can afford to wait. Ogres are wrestling us off this point, but we're doing pretty good. We are doing some good damage. And who needs a heal right now? Okay, nobody really needs a heal. Super hard. The Plague Ogres have arrived, and they should be able to smash these Iron Guts pretty good. So if we just come over here, smash these Iron Guts, let's get these Hounds around the outside and call in another Fury right now as well. All right, so the Furies are on the way, and the blob fight's going pretty good. Yeah, we're fighting here, tooth and nail. Plague Ogres should trade okay here. My Hounds unfortunately do get routed, which is not good. Kind of want to take this unit out. I mean, he's kind of unprotected back here too. So let's just get those guys overhead. And the blob fight is actually turning in our favor a little bit, which is great. Okay, so Plague Ogres, are those Pigbacks? They are, so that's really bad. So we need to retreat. So basically what I'm going to do is do a slow here, and we're just going to try and get out. Yeah, you guys kill those. Kill those blood beast things. How are the Warriors holding? Pretty good. We can actually probably dive into the secondary right now. And we need to get these Plague Ogres out. Yeah, reinforce our back point. Let's get these Plague Ogres back here if we can. Call you guys over top and take down the Blood Vultures. Blood Vultures are pretty nasty. All right. So let's get on this Hunter. Looks like on the point we're pretty comfortable. And, ooh, the Chaos Lord is actually really beat up. Okay, so I need to heal him. So we're going to get a Fleshy on him. Some of the Plague Ogres will escape. We got Hounds coming around the backside. And it is time for a Reckoning. Yeah, we're going to hopefully be able to come over and just shut down one unit. I'm going to sacrifice a couple Furies here, which doesn't feel great. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do. We are up on points. Let's Okay, Nurglings should have vanguarded them. That was a blunderooski there. And you guys come around the outside and just look for what you can. All right, so one of those is going to be offline. Now we're going to target you. Let's get you guys coming here. Our character core is doing good. The hunter is getting smashed up. Looks like there are gorgers, so that's a little bit frightening. Vanguard, yeah, we need a Vanguard here. Let's do a little bit of unsummoning, and let's get you coming. Yep, up here for capture weight. And all right. So how are the characters looking? Yeah, these are Iron Guts, which are a little bit frightening. Well, but I'm happy to have my characters fight them. You know, my character core is very good. One Leadbelcher unit is online. Plague Bears and Warriors still grinding. We do have our home point reinforced, so despite these both being pigbacks, so they're not. Okay, let's get these guys over here. Okay, so keep working on that Hunter. Keep him at bay. The Hounds are going to keep circling. I'm going to keep trying to be annoying with those Hounds. Let's get another Nurgling coming out here just to grab this objective. See how I'm like keeping the Gorgers engaged here by running in circles and just being a troll, which is good. You know what? Yeah, we're probably going to lose this character anyway, so might as well use Rancid to try and get a break there if we can. Anything I want to do? I could threaten this objective. Yeah, I could just like even sit on this point and force him to react to it. The character core is definitely very, very deep. I need to retreat now, though, because we are in trouble. There is some big old scary man-eater Grey Opens coming. So we're going to try and get away with those characters. I don't know if we're going to be able to. Leadbelchers are doing it. Yeah, they are. Plague Ogres head to the point. Nurglings head to the point, and my Wizard does get beaten down. So I'm definitely in a losing position right now, I would say. If I can get my characters out, maybe there's a chance. But if I get caught by these man-eater Grey Opens, dude, we're just in trouble. All right, let's get a Fury. Come out here. Kazik gets away. We need to find an opening here to get this character out, but Kazik needs to just go shut these guys down for now. Okay, that's very fortunate for us that we got away. Like, we were about to just straight up lose that game, but thankfully we were able to get it. Yeah, get away is what I meant, yeah. Do we want another Fury? I don't know how useful that'll be. We do get our Nurgle Sorcerer back, so that's also pretty good. We do stabilize this point, and we get shot by like an Amber Spear or something. Let's get these Plague Ogres back. See, so all the effort we went through to save those Plague Ogres is paying off now, because they're going to actually start killing a lot of these units. Gorger is coming to our back objective. Not too concerned about that, but let's go ahead and get some Marauder Horsemen throwing weapons over there and see what we could do. So we could just go kill these Gorgers, and our character, unfortunately, he just broke randomly. He's like, I'm done. I'm out of here. Leadbelcher shooting is still there. Let's get these Furies to clean these guys up. On the back point, we're going to park here and just get those Marauder Horseman weapons. We do have a lot of Nurglings and Plague Ogres here. I'm kind of indecisive about where I want to go, but I think I need to go over here. Yeah, we can't afford to lose our home point. That's for damn sure. All right, so do I send up another Plague Bearer, just some good quality infantry that are hard to get rid of? Yeah, I think so. It's going to take them like 10 years to get there, but hopefully they'll get there eventually and cause some trouble. All right, so Plague Ogres are still in line, which is great. Did the Furies win that fight? Wow, they actually lost it. Holy shit. Okay. Today I learned. Okay, so yep, you guys move in on the Gorgers. Let's get you guys back. Nurgle Sorcerer has survived, and we're going to go ahead and preemptively just heal him so he can, you know, get back online here. Plague Ogres are hanging in like champs. I need to get to the point where I can win on just one objective. That is for sure. Leadbelchers are shooting some random shit. Let's get some Marauders coming up. All right, and yeah, Nurglings and company. Let's use Fecundity. Keep those Plague Ogres fighting. That's going to be the breadwinner there. They are really going to need to hold. And hard fight here. This is a very hard fight. Gorgers are losing it. Let's keep moving up. And can the Nurgling Brick hold? The Plague Ogres are doing great work. They're actually killing the Iron Guts, which is certainly easier said than done. We do get our Wizard back. So Harry Potter has returned, the one who got away. We're not going to have enough for another heal in the Chaos Sword, which feels bad. And Gorgers are unbreakable, so yeah, that's hard. All right, so the fighting continues here. The Plague Ogres are still wrestling for that objective. I'm going to need to come over here in a minute. Probably get my characters to come help. And I would love to get some more infantry here, too. That would be really, really nice. The Blood Vultures are coming. Let's get another Fury just to disrupt things and make it a little bit harder for him to protect. We're going to come around here. And hopefully these infantry will get there in time. I seriously doubt it, though, because we're losing a lot. I need to get the character over there. All right, so the Marauder Horsemen are still fighting. The Hunter is in open field. What can I do against the Hunter? I could call out the RORs. Maybe. We're about to get some Plague Bears up on the point. They do have Man-Eater great weapons. So we have you in open field. Do we go for it? Do I win on one? I think I do, actually. I think at this point I do. So probably just reinforcing the home objective is going to be smart. So let's get this guy back here and get these two infantry units coming there. Let's get you up on the point, you up on the point. See if we can maintain capture weight a little bit longer. Let's call these guys out to go try and get on some Leadbelchers, and these Marauders can just come fight with those big back riders. All right, are we going to get there? The fact that we get the two infantry up on the point is pretty clutch. Oh, dude, we just barely held that. All right, that's really big. I don't want to lose my Lord, obviously. That would be a friggin' disaster. Leadbelchers are basically offline at this point. but we could go and shut them down. I think just keeping these Furies alive is going to be better. All right, so we arrived like right in the clutch. That was pretty big. So we just need to buy time and just massive reinforce our home point. So we need to get like Plague Bearers back there and shit. Like all hands on frickin' deck. And we just fight here as long as we possibly can. And I think we're gonna be okay. Okay, so my wizard does get broken. The Chaos Sword is still fighting. Man-Eater, great weapons. We need to work on them, but also not overextend too much. We're gonna get rear charge, but that's okay. We definitely do just one-on-one at this point. So the reinforcements are coming. We got some units there. I'm getting ready to dip out with my characters for the final hold. But if he leaves too early, he's going to lose capture weight. Yeah, he's getting a little bit excited over there. All right, so the Marauders arrive. You guys can fight. We have horsemen. I don't know how this Blood Vulture fight's going to go, so we're actually going to land on the ground. And is it time to run? Is it time to run is the question. I don't have anything super fast to get here quickly, unfortunately. So we're going to do this, get these guys to run this way, and the Plague Bearers can help out. Yeah, it looks like they're not going to fall for it. And we're going to go and prepare for the home field hold, which is going to be very hard. He's got a lot of capture weight and stuff here. Lead Belchers are still shooting, and Furies can go there. You guys do this. Okay, are we still holding on to this point at all? Not quite. All right, so we might need to call out Furies. It's a little bit hard to tell, but we are going to get on that objective. Thankfully, it's mostly just low capture weight crap that he has. And anything fast and furious, let's get some Hounds over here and get some Marauder Horsemen to come. We just need mobile contesting right now. All right, so yeah, this point is going to go well. It's a good blockade from him. Let's go ahead and see what we want to do. Where do we want to obstruct his speed? Is there anywhere that really matters? Kazak and company are still here. They're still fighting like champs, and we're going to get the Hound units to come over here. Yeah, we can fight the Blood Vultures, but man, these Blood Vultures are just absolute linebackers, dude. They're super, super good. So where can I obstruct reinforcements? Is there any points that I really need to do? I don't think so. All right, so we're going to move up onto the point. We do break through here, so I just need to get these guys up on the point here. Fecundity is active almost. Okay, so Marauder Horsemen will mitigate capture. And maybe even if I lose it, I can grind him off. I'm not sure. We're going to do a heal here on the Chaos Lord. Keep fighting there. Keep doing this. Plague Bearers need to move up. And you guys just fight for a second. These Blood Vultures are nasty, dude. They're doing a lot of work. Okay, I do lose the point, but it's not over. I have time to reclaim this. And Nurgle is very good at this kind of home field fighting. So we're gonna try and do that. All right, so you guys move up. We do get the bump and grind going. The Chaos characters are fighting. Are we amongst Pigback Riders? Noblar Trappers and Pigbacks. Yeah, they're very scary. All right, Plague Bearers have arrived. And you guys can work on this outside point if we want to. So we're gonna go ahead and do that too, I think. I think it's very undefended over here, so we need to be considering that as an option. All right. So how behind on value are we at the moment? I don't know. It's a little bit hard to tell. A little bit hard to tell. Let's get in there. Freaking Pigback Riders are soloing my army. I don't know if I'm going to be able to deal with them. Yeah, Marauder Horsemen keep circling, and you guys go here. And you Nurglings can go over there. Definitely should have probably called in the shotgun guys, I'm thinking, at some point or other. Right? And let's get the throwing weapons just kind of chilling back here. So the Chaos Lord and company are still alive, but I just got flattened off that objective, man. Absolutely flattened. 70 points is a long time, though, guys. That is a long time. But we have a little bit of time to still fight. Not too long. He does get the triple cap on us here, so he's in pretty good shape. We do get our Chaos characters getting that Hunter down. And do I want to call any big scaries over here? Maybe some Furies. Wouldn't be a bad idea. And we can run back this way. Okay. Can the Chaos characters do it? Are they going to be able to do a little something something? Probably not, but I do have a weird idea here, actually. So we need to get out of there, and we're going to rotate over this way and see if we can get some capture. Let's run you guys in the woods. Kazak is very trapped up, but the Chaos Lord can maneuver here. Nurglings kill these Noblars. Let's rear charge them here with the Furies and get you guys going over there and you going up here as well. So we have like one weird opportunity, since he's very overloaded here, to maybe come over, but he's getting to the point where he's going to win on just a couple, unfortunately. All right, so we do crush those guys. Let's get another Fury coming out, and those guys can come here. And we can go ahead and drop the slows on you guys. Not that it matters too much, but let's dive in. And dive in on the Noblar Trappers, who have a very, very good stat line, mind you. Kazak the Befouled is still trapped here. We are getting shot. Noblars are getting ripped to shreds. So we're going to make one last play for the side objective, although I think he's going to get me on just the one right now. Ogres it's a hard matchup for Nurgle. It's, in my opinion, a very, very cursed matchup, but we almost got it. It was a close game. He played very well. The Blood Vultures crushing Fury so hard is certainly not something I had on my bingo card, but he did, 100%. All right, let's fight these guys. We have Kazak still alive, so Kazak's going to go over there. Maybe the grenade guys earlier to kill the big monster, but even still, I don't know. I do have the capture weight here, which is good, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Yeah, the pigbacks in the company, they're very strong. Very strong. But it's not, you know, the pigbacks weren't that bad. It wasn't like a huge problem for me. GG, well played, dude. Really, really good game for my opponent. He played very nice. It was a good match. Let me message him. GG, well played. Close game. Report that score, please. Yeah, Ogre's still strong even without the Thunder Tusk. But if he had a Thunder Tusk, I'd have zero chance. His big monster still got 2,800 value, but that thing is more fairly priced. Like he has to pay a lot for that. Lead Belcher shooting is really, really hard to shut down. Really, really hard. 2,100 and 2,000 because Blood Vultures beat Furies, it seems like, and they're cheaper too, aren't they? I think they're a little bit cheaper. Yeah, GG. Get some rest over there, Tech Priest. We'll see you around. Chaos Sword got 2,700 and Kazak got 1,800. So my SEs did pretty good. I think the concept was okay. Like having these SE characters to be bullies. I didn't hate it. How much do Blood Vultures cost, by the way? Because man, they were freaking crushing my Furies. So my Furies are 650. Blood Vultures on Ogre Kingdoms are only 500. Wow. Okay, that's a big problem for me. Right? Like he has a 500 gold unit that beats my 650 unit. But it's probably only once they get the Carrion Frenzy. I think it's because they had the Carrion Frenzy, so they were feasted up, and they had like super sauced melee attack, you know? Okay, and let's see what's going. Okay, cool. And we should almost be into the next round. That was a great match, though, dude. He played very well. It was good. He played very nicely. Yeah. Do that test between games. Well, Furies will probably beat Vultures without the buff, but when Vultures get the buff activated, you probably lose. Because it seemed like they were not trading super well. Granted, he could have been using assets from the ground. Yeah, the Vultures are very strong once they get the passive up. I agree. I think that's probably what was happening. They feasted up, dude. They did. It's just the Lead Belcher shooting is so hard. With Saber Tusks and Blood Vultures, they just like, you can't get into their backfield. You know? I think a mistake we made, a big mistake in that game, was not capturing that side objective in the beginning. Like, we pushed him, we took his home objective, but we didn't take that one. That was a big mistake. I think I should have used my 3 characters to steal that objective, and then I think we win the game. Yeah. That ogre heal army ability heal is nuts, too. Oh my god, the Meat Feast, he got such a big heal with that. Super strong. All right, let's refresh it. 2 games left to go. And for the next match, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what we got cooking. We have, what's it going to be? Chaos Dwarves. All right, so the Beloved Chowie, and the Chowie are going to be on what map? We're going to be on Edge of the Darkwood. All right. Edge of the Wood of Darkness. The darkness of the woods will come for you. Yeah, but definitely going to try some Artillery Chowie, I think, on this map. Although there's some open field, but there's also areas where it's a little bit precarious. I was able to use the army ability to heal 3 times. It's pretty gross. Yeah, that's pretty gross. Ogres are definitely overtuned. They're a little bit overtuned right now, but it's not to the point where you can't beat them. Nurgle has always kind of struggled against ogres, but, you know, because your anti-large is pretty mediocre in general, like Plague Ogres, things like that. The Unholy Hand Grenades are good, though. Those would have been a good call-in, 100%. Evil. They just need to remove more units from being... instead of nerfing them into being limp noodle garbage. Oh, I don't think that's the case. Just make them cost more, dude. Just cost adjustments don't affect campaign at all. Like many problems could be solved with cost adjustments, right? Like pigbacks, blood vultures. Blood vultures could honestly cost the same as a Fury. I don't know, like, or 600. Pigbacks could probably cost, you know, a little bit more. The Stonehorn Hunter guy is I think he's pretty fair. He's expensive, but you know. He doesn't have like all the same brutal utility that a Thunder Tusk does. He's a little bit cheaper too, which is nice. Nobbler Thiepstone is pretty cool. I feel like Nurgle has always struggled in a durable shooting. Yeah, it's hard. Well, they struggle in shooting, which can be protected easily. Because the ogre shooting is super hard to compromise because they're pretty tanky. Lead Belchers themselves are a little bit meatier than like a handgun unit or something, right? And they have really good screening units. Okay. Yeah, like Seekers are just bad are OP because of a bug. Not necessarily a bug, but in the most recent patch, I think it was 5.3. They changed the way that like models pile in, so now Seekers like pile in too effectively and get too many attacks against single entities, which is really gross. So they could just like insta-kill SEs. Crazy strong. All right. So they just need to fix that. I mean, it's not even, you know, and everything in campaign is can be pretty strong, right? And OP pretty quickly once you get the skill trees going. Like if you take away like 4 melee attack from a unit in multiplayer, like in campaign, aren't you just going to get like a tech tree thing that gives them like plus 15 or plus 10 or something? I would imagine it's going to be pretty thick, but. All right, let's go here. Refresh. We got the Chorfs coming next. Chowie going to give it to you. Maybe some Dreadquake action. Maybe. It is certainly in the docket. Okay, 2 to finish. So we got the Spy Rat and Maverick Sloth, and then we got Blood Penguin and Cartfish. Ooh, Blood Penguin's playing tonight too. Very nice. Thank you. All right, outstanding, man. Heartseeker Doomstacks are insane at the moment. Yeah, because they just like insta-kill everything, right? Yeah, they just give you the biz. So Chorfs and then Wood Elves. Wood Elves are my 4th faction. I'm kind of interested in learning some Wood Elves. If I can find an excuse to bring Orion, I'd be very happy. He's a very fun character. Okay, let's refresh this. Meat Feast is already the tier 3 army ability, but the changes to how ogres charge it up to change it from killing to routing units to charging. Oh, okay. So it's pretty easy to build up is what you're saying. Yeah. So the last round ended at 6:45. This one is going to be ending at 6:30. So that's another 17 minutes that players have. I suspect it won't take the entire duration, but we should be getting started here soon. And time for some fire and industry, man. Yeah, maybe we'll use a little Monster Mash. Oh, that'd be kind of fun. What about like a double Bale Taurus build? Could we go double Bale Taurus with Zoltan on a Lamassu? What do you guys think about this idea? So we use the Zaytan the Black and double Bale Taurus and have this like disgusting monster hunt squad where like we can just really bully things. Okay, this is actually kind of an interesting idea. The meta for Chaos Dwarves is largely unexplored. They're not super popular. There's a couple people who main them, but these are some of the stronger SEs in the game. Bale Tauruses connect really well in my experience. They really do. I had a game as Slanesh versus Dark Elves. My half health Heartseekers killed a full health Malekith on Seraphon in 20 seconds. We counted the time. Yeah, it's just stupid. That's why they're banned in tournaments. Heartseekers and Seekers are just dumb until they get fixed. Yeah, like the Chorf version of the High Elf Bird Squad, yeah. Because unfortunately you don't have the same healing capabilities, but here you have like a Silence, you have a Net, you have a lot of HP amongst all the targets. And what magic would you want to go with? Demonsmith? Oh my god, do we want to go with him on a Lamassu too, or him on a Great Taurus? This would be some supremely haggard shit, like this kind of play. No, I mean, you could bring him on, because, yeah, we're not at the... Oh, we might be at the rare single entity cap. Yeah, because if we put him here, yeah. So the caster would have to be on foot. That's unfortunate. Although, probably, I guess you just go Sorcerer. Instead of Zoltan, you go with the Sorcerer on a Lamassu and use him that way. I think that'd be stronger. What are Seekers benefiting from that other units that got the... Yeah, it was whatever they did in 5.3. Okay, refreshing. Let's see the brackets. All right, I think the round is done. Good job, everybody. Well played. Excellent work getting the round done in time. Thomas the Pain Engine. Thomas the Pain Engine could come. It could happen tonight. Well played to my opponent, man. Great game. He played like a champ. And now we are on round 3. So round 3 is going to be myself versus Cartfish. Okay, I don't know this. I don't know if I know this player too much. Maybe I do. All right, so round Trace is upon us. Okay. Round 3. Great. So round 3 is live, and we have the Chaos Dwarves. The Chosen of Hashut. Super cool faction. Round 3. Let's invite. And we'll see what my opponent's playing. That is going to be card. There we go. And yeah, let's see what my opponent's got. We are going to be on the Chaos Dwarves. So let's find them. Evil, evil, evil Chaos Dwarves. Pretty villainous for sure. Although, like, in the hierarchy of evil, our Chaos Dwarves are really, like, when you compare them to the Mono Gods and stuff, and, like, Chaos Undivided, Yeah, I don't know. Pretty evil, I guess. So Dark Elves. Okay, so this matchup, there's a unfortunately I can't really go Monster Mash here. It's a recipe for disaster. He'll just punish me. So I have to do what I usually do in this matchup, which is very, very fun. All right. It's Mighty Morphin Labyrinth time. The unpaid interns will march to war. Yes. That looks fine. Let's cut you, and keep this. All right. They are probably more evil. I mean, I know Chaos Dwarves are super evil. I'm not contesting that, but are they like as evil as like, you know, like Nurgle and like Slanesh? That kind of thing? I don't know. The Granite Guard ROR, they could see some play, for sure. They could see some play for sure. Okay, so that looks good to me. I love playing Chaos Dwarves, though. They're so fun. They're such a fun faction. Okay, so a little bit of Pain Engine action is always good. No, I'm not saying that Chaos Dwarves are super freaking awful. Like, they're just awful, awful beings in terms of the lore. But I'm saying, like, when you compare them to, like, the Chaos Undivided factions. Yeah. I've been turned to the Dark Gods, yeah, of course. Because when you read about some of the horrific stuff that like the Slanesh followers do and like Nurgle followers, you're like, ooh, like, you know, I guess there's levels to it. Okay, so let's see here. So what kind of infantry do we want? Just like baseline dwarf warriors? Yeah, I think that's gonna be fine. Chorfs more or less evil than Dark Elves? Probably more evil than Dark Elves, yeah. I would say Chorfs are more evil than Dark Elves. Yeah. Pain Engine should be a red flag. I love that. That's so good. Okay. Do we have to worry about anything big? Kadai are kind of cute in this matchup, too. You can definitely get some value out of those things. Oh, shit. Totally forgot about a unit here. Yeah, that could actually work. Okay, so let's... No, we want you. We have this. The Sneaky Gits are kind of cute. You can do a little bit of work with them. I think we got the Monstrous Infantry covered. Granite Guard are cool, but at 1,200, I think they're just a little bit too expensive. And our anti-infantry bases are covered. We have, I think, adequate anti-large. But yeah, we could slap one of those guys in. All right, I love this build. This build's solid. It's very, very good. Standard Chaos Dwarf boilerplate build here. Make sure you check your matchup. Oh, shit, he just switched to Nurgle? Oh, goddamn! Are you Nurgle? Okay, he legit was on Dark Elves and then switched to Nurgle, and I got so excited about the build. Okay, guys. We're going back to the drawing board. Everything is changing here. The power fantasy will come to fruition. Oh, dude, I hope you guys are excited. We get to do something very fun now. Okay. Yes. I don't know how well this is going to work, but it's something I've been wanting to experiment with. So we're going to give it a good college try and see what's cooking here. All right. So, yeah. That's got to be nice. Yes, please. Oh, dude, this is... Let the Nurglings feast. This is going to be great. I'm so excited for this. Yeah, he's playing Nurgle. Yeah. He is playing Senor Nurgle. Okay. So we got 800 gold left. What else can I fit into the army here? Just baseline Shorf Warriors and reserves. Let's call in this. The Arwar Soul of Damnation wouldn't be a terrible idea also. The Hell Cannon. I think that thing could do some serious work. The evil boss music is playing. All right, you guys are in for a treat. This build is hog wild. This is just absolutely B-A-N-A-N-A-S. It's going to be very fun. Okay. How are we liking it? I think we're liking it. This is good. You guys shouldn't have told me. Although my build would have actually worked very well against Nurgle. It would have worked totally fine. What like big threats can he present? I mean, I guess there are some monsters and stuff, but I'm not too worried about that. Not too worried about it. The Monster Mash will be fine. Let's get this guy, or do we just call you in? All right. Yeah. This is a wild, wild playstyle, but it's going to be fun. It's not quite what we were talking about before the game, but it's in the family. All right. Gwen Stefani taught me how to spell bananas. Yeah. Yeah, isn't that the truth? Oh, dude, you guys are going to love this. You're going to love this build so much. It's so cool. Okay, is he ready? Are you ready? You demand the cow tide. You know, I actually thought about that, doing like a mass Bull Centaur render rush. I thought that'd be very fun. But this seems a little bit more exciting to me here, so we're gonna try this out. Oh man, prepare to feast, guys. Prepare to feast. Starting to wonder, is ROR artillery always a choice? Not always. And not always, but certainly in many circumstances, it's pretty good. There's a reason you can only bring one. No, you think it's a destroyer? No. Come on, I still have a chance of making top 4. I still have a chance at top 4, so we're not going to mess around too hard. I mean, this is still not what I would normally bring against Nurgle. Like, I have a build that has consistently beaten top Nurgle players with Chaos Dwarfs, or at least contested with them. This is not it. This is an experiment, but I think it's a competitive experiment. So, yeah. Should be all good. Should be all good in the neighborhood. All right, guys. Prepare your eyes to feast on the mobility of Hashut. So we got mass skirmishers here. We have a Lamassu Metalcaster, 2 of the big flying bulls, and then we have 3 skirmishers who are going to go grab this point here. Yeah, that should be fine. Let's get you over here, actually, and just have you grab this home point real quick. Okay. 4 and 5. How do you guys like this? You thought it was going to be a Chowie gun line? No, it's going to just be like a weird mobility monster mash build. For science, yeah, indeed. We do have a Hell Cannon, you know, Fire Glaives, Kadai in reserve. We have some good units in reserve, so they stand at the ready. So we do have a lot of breath attacks I need to make sure I use. Yeah. The mobility of Hashut, that's what it is. Yeah. It's a cool build. Yeah, we're going to see how it works. All right, so let's go there, go here, and you guys go here. So we're just going to try and triple cap Nurgle out of the gates. He has, yeah, see, he's got the 2 Rotbeast characters, which is very meta. So the idea is that we get them in a final transmutation and just butter their bread. That is 100% the play. We do see some back pressure, Plague Toads coming in, Plague Toads of Nurgle, which is fine. So what we're going to do out of the gates is call in a Chorf Warrior. We're going to move here, reinforce that point, and then send a Kadai over there as well to go do a little something. All right, so we do manage to steal my opponent's home point, which is great. And yeah, you got to love it. So let's run back into the trees, go poke the characters a little bit, and we're going to go see if we can get a big fight. That's going to be the play. All right, so this one's going to be captured. And now I'm happy to just duel it out here. All right, so do we hit anything? We do not. Marauders of Great Weapons of Nurgle. All right, great. So we can get those. And yeah, he probably doesn't want the SE fight versus me. I don't think so. Let's get those guys in there, see what the rock is cooking, and we'll keep shooting you guys. And in the meantime, yeah, we just hang tight and enjoy our lives. You know, it's going to be great. So let's get a little breath attack on you guys and a breath attack on you guys here. Just to do a little something. And the back point is going to be in danger, though. I have to make sure I hold that. All right, so we do get some breath attacks. Very nice. Let's break these guys down. And now what we do is we just run away, and we head to the outside point and just cackle all the way to the bank. So 1 unit is going to be canned very quickly here. Yes, and hopefully my Lamassus don't get caught. Let's park you guys on the point to mitigate capture. And now we just take advantage of our mobility and my opponent's lack of mobility, and we just trundle about a little bit, which is going to be great. All right, so I think I need a Kadai over here, so we need a Kadai because they will win this point. All right, and now this is going to be Gotham's Reckoning over here for sure. Although if that Chaos Lord wants some, we can definitely turn around and fight. He's going to be silenced, so we're going to go ahead and debuff him real quick and see if we can get him. And is he going to get it? The 2 big characters are going to come here. We're going to go after the Sorcerer. And great. All right, so that should be pretty brutal. Oh, yes. I don't have enough for an overcasted one, but we're going to go ahead and do this here. Because my whole build is predicated on punishing blobs and character blobs. So we do get that. That's pretty brutal damage. And once again, we're cackling all the way to the bank. All right, so the Toads do get there. And he's threatening my back objective. We're going to head over here and just kind of troll on these guys. And in the meantime, charge here, Let's get our skirmishers to come over here. Kadai are going to be there soon. We are in danger of losing that objective, but we should be able to get it back. Kadai wrecked Battletoads pretty hard. All right, so come over here. The Nurgle character did get smashed up. I need to save for a big overcasted one, that's for sure. We should be able to route these guys off on the back point, and these are going to be Pestigors out of the Vanguard. All right, so the Kadai will be there in a moment. Yeah, let's get them there. Hopefully they will cook and do the job on that objective. We do get one unit broken here, so let's run you guys down, keep shooting those Pestigors, and charge here too. All right, so if we can get all these units off, that's going to be great. Let's keep skirmishing here. Kadai will basically obliterate everything on that back objective. And yeah, the Nurgle infantry, we're just kind of taking advantage of their mobility issues. And yeah, just calling it another Kadai there is going to be wonderful. All right, so we do get this. And we do have the Pestigors back here now. So how do we want to take this? Yeah, I think just over there. And we can take these characters and just go route these Pestigors off the map straight up. We're just going to like knock them right off the map right now, because that's just too much value to pass up on. All right, let's get another Kadai coming in. The Fireborn are on their way, and that's going to be Value City there. We're going to get another set of freebies as the mobility here continues to rotate. Kadai are doing good. I think getting the archers save their ammunition and use them to just shoot down the Battletoads is going to be uber strong, although probably just unsummoning you is stronger. And yeah, now we're going to get all these guys off the battlefield. We're going to just tank them off. If he tries to fight me here, it's going to be a mistake, probably. We will be able to just punish them. So let's get another Searing Doom right there. Come back here. Shoot these guys a little bit. Get another one of these coming in, and great. So we're just value farming back here. Oh, yeah, give me that value. And hopefully they all just break and run off the battlefield. All right, so let's get on the Battletoads here. Maybe a mistake on my part, you know, like not coming over here and contesting this as much. You know, it could be. But we will find out. All right. So did we get all these guys off the battlefield? Oh man, if I don't want to be like trapped battling just stupid plague toads all freaking day. Although it could be the case. All right, so Kadai have arrived. Let's fight here. Probably going to need some Bull Centaur renders. The Kadai here are getting worn down, but you know, are trying their best. Let's shoot the plague toads. And I do get a little bit trapped, so I might have gotten a little bit sauced here. I might have gotten a little bit crazy. All right, I think a Fire Glaive call in is fine. They're going to be able to do some punishment as well. All right. So let's move in here, tear these guys up, do this, get these guys coming over there. We do have a points lead, so maybe we can just grind these guys down. He's going to get this point back, right, though? That's very precarious. All right, so let's get our characters to fight. This is unfortunate, though. I definitely blundered by, I think, fighting back here, which could cost me, because overall things were working very well. But, yeah, that was maybe a mistake. So what do we have here? Marauders of Nurgle? Okay. So let's get the Fire Glaives coming in and get our characters moving back. Okay, he let my characters escape, and we do see the Angels of Decay coming in. So we're going to waddle back this way, and hopefully we won't take too long. Let's move you guys over to the middle. Let's get the middle captured, get the guns coming in, and the Bull Centaur renders on that outside should be good. Yeah. So let's get you guys to go park on the middle with the remnants of the Fireborn. We're going to get you guys landing in here, although we could just go after the Furies. The Unholy Hand Grenades are on the way in. And we do have the Fire Glaive shooting at the Chaos character now, so that's going to be mega money right there. That's going to be very good. All right, so keep coming, and yeah, now we just kind of shoot these guys, get the Kadai coming in, and then we just capture that. As far as this goes, I could go after the Angels of Decay here. Let's get these characters to do their breath attack. So breath attack here, and breath attack here. Great. And the Chaos Sword is still getting worn down. So he's going to catch me on points a little bit right now, but not the end of the world. All right, let's rotate here. You guys come in here, knock these guys off, and we're going to go use you to chase down the Angels of Decay and keep them honest. We'll get another Bale Taurus in there too. All right, so Fire Glaives are waddling out here. I mean, his army is pretty raggedy for sure, but, you know, with healing, it could go any which direction. You know, go any sort of direction here. Let's call in some Bull Centaur renders, move those guys up, and you guys just keep going after these characters, and hopefully we're going to be able to get a point. We are beating down his Angels of Decay pretty good. The Kadai are, we can pile in and fight you guys. Let's get this Battletoad here. Yeah, so they actually get crumbled, which is great. We can shoot the Sorcerer now. We're going to have enough for a big overcasted Final Transmutation soonish. You guys can work on the Pox Riders here. So the Pox Riders do get defeated. Kadai can keep going, and let's shoot these guys with this. Looking great, and we're going to need some capture weight for sure over here in a minute. So, yeah, the Chaos Lord is in range. All right, so Angels of Decay took some HP damage. I think we're in okay shape, though. We're going to go try and pull a fight here, although if we can just get those Angels of Decay again, that's going to be money. All right, let's get some speedy boys to come in, help break through these. You guys keep marching over here. And I think just, yeah, an overcasted one will punish that mage super hard, right? So that's pretty good for us, I think. All right, so the Kadai have almost finished it. We're going to have some capture weight here soon. He does pass us on points, but, you know, we're moving for it. All right, let's go over here. You guys move up and capture this. The toad is almost done for. And now we're just going to be full hobgoblin mode, basically. Full hobgoblin. I think we're winning these trades pretty well. But, you know, any given Sunday, right? Yeah, any given Sunday. All right, so the bull centaurs, you're coming here. So we just recapture that, and then we can kind of focus our efforts over here. The Kadai will be rolling back in, and yeah, we keep chasing the Angels of Decay for now. Nurglings are going for the back point. Not too concerned about them, though. Shouldn't be too big of an issue. And you're going to move here. Let's get you guys cruising, and we are now on the point. Let's get the Kadai to start beating these guys down, and we do have another breath attack. Let's pop this, and you can just chase them. All right, so let's go after these guys. Looking good. And the Battletoads there are almost offline. This back objective is going to be retaken, so we need to get on that. Let's get our characters going here. The Lamasu character can do this. You chase Angels of Decay. And let's go get ready to party. So this is definitely a mistake from my opponent, in my opinion. Fighting on this point here, for sure. Let's do this. Set up you guys to shoot. And call in more mobility in the middle. All right, so we do get this objective. I do get a huge final chance mutation on his wizard there. Angels of Decay are still being hunted. And, oh man, that's hitting a lot. That's hitting a lot of units, ladies and gentlemen. Lamasu character can just fly past them and silence him, actually, so he's not even going to be able to cast, probably. Let's get the Baletor's character over here. Pull you guys like so. And we can get just a Turf Warrior coming up here now, and you guys need to go up there and help capture. All right, so we do get his caster very low. I think hunting it with the Lamasu is going to be good. At least flying overhead and keeping it silenced is going to be nice, right? And we do get the Fireglaves on the back point, fighting against what appears to be a Chaos Exalted Hero of some sort. But I think we're fine. All right, so the middle objective does flip to us, which is great. And we keep going after the Angels of Decay here. Do we land? I think we can land now and do a little bit of fighting and send in another Kadai, and I think we're going to be golden. All right, so got to make sure we don't lose his back point, though. Definitely in a little bit of danger of that, so let's call these horsemen over. And, yeah, so that Nurgle character is done for, maybe. Let's get these guys to come back a little bit. And the middle is definitely going to be threatened here soon. Hopefully we'll be able to find a way to hold. All right, so Angels of Decay are almost down. And are we threatened on this back point? We're not, so we need to get over here, actually. Okay, Kadai is going to be our next call-in. My Lord does get a little bit hungry chasing that caster. The capture weight here is potentially going to flip because most of my units here are kind of shitty. So they're just, you know, chaff units and whatnot. And the Chaos Dwarf Warriors, did they start marching? Okay, they did. They're just taking their sweet time. Okay, you guys come back out, fight here. Let's get everybody to go to the middle and fight. You know, Kadai are going to come there. It's going to be a close game, though, for sure. His caster is still getting hunted. You are battling it out versus these guys. I do get the capture weight. Do I get it? Not sure. Yeah, we're going to need a Kadai unit. And we might even need to triple cap him, which is not going to be easy. Wolf Riders are here, fighting the Nurglings. Let's keep shooting there. And the Lord, we do get the Nurgle caster broken, but I don't think I have much time to wait around. I think we got to push. All right. Okay, Baletorus is in a little bit of danger here. The Unholy Hand Grenades are actually free, although they're being hunted. And his back objective is not super well defended, so we're going to go threaten that, actually. I think we could just take those characters back there and, you know, really, really threaten it. And with our big monsters, we should be kind of cozy. These Nurglings are still poking, and there is a little bit of action on my back objective, so I might need to send my character back there to make sure we don't lose that. You know, that's going to happen. We're going to win the middle fight eventually, probably. I don't know. It's hard to say. Let's go charge these Marauders, and the Baletorus is almost finished off the Angels of Decay. They're taking 5,000 years to finish. And at the back point, how are we looking? Yeah, we do have this. So do I want to just use a Final Transmutation here to finish off this character? I think so. I think that's going to be good. So more Kadai are on their way up, and they're going to battle these. That's fine. And you guys come over and rear charge these. We do start getting the threat on this back objective here. I don't know if they're going to be able to get it. Let's get you over there. So he finished that job. I think it's just going to be a triple cap situation. We just have to get him off. Yeah, which is not going to be easy. Oof, man, he's flipping so many points. It's making it hard. You know, doing a good job kiting me, right? That's for sure. All right, so let's get up on the point. Let's get a breath attack right here on their face. And now on the back objective, we are threatening it. We're going to need the Baletorus to do its thing and you to go here. So yeah, this is just going to be a dodgy-ass freaking situation where we need to get all three. Yeah, it's not going to be easy, but there's a chance. There's a chance. All right, so let's get some warriors over here. And yeah, you guys move up to the middle. Let's get this character to move down here and keep fighting. Cool. And the back point is looking pretty decent. We do get some Battletoads there. Let's see if our big, scary Lamasu man is going to be able to get it done. We have to play for all three objectives, right? So this is making it very tense. All right, so the Kadai do arrive. We have our character here. Let's go ahead and bombard some of these gremlins. And the middle objective is, it's only a matter of time before that one flips, right? Okay, so you're heading back there. Those guys are getting folded up. We should be able to kill the Nurglings and the Toads pretty quickly, although the Nurglings arriving does get capture weight. And all I have right now is literally a Hell Cannon to call out. That's pretty brutal. All right. So do we have the capture weight here? We do. Great. And back here, it's in flux because of the Nurglings. We need to keep these skirmishers alive and just use the big monsters. Okay, so the middle is going to flip. The back is a work in progress. Nurglings will take some time. I have a Chorf Warrior coming there, so that should solidify that position. And we should be able to solidify this one as well. So now it's just like, can my monsters clean him off the back objective, right? Can they get it done? I don't know. That's easier said than done. That is for damn sure. All right. So let's head over there. We got 1349. That's going to be 1 victory ticket. Nurglings are getting worn down here, but they're taking too long. I think he's got me. Here, but it's going to be very tight. It's going to be very, very close. All right, so let's move everybody over there. We'll keep the Bull Centaur Renders to fight the Lord, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, then we just Lammasu, grind it out. I think the fact that he's got the 2 victory tickets. Typically, Chaos Dwarves can beat Nurgle if you just go meta. Yes, that is more or less true. All right, so Lammasu character, I mean, can he really do much here? Let's go get into melee and just knock those guys down. Get these Chorf Warriors back here and see if we can get the objective, which I seriously doubt. But we're gonna try here. All right, so any speed to call out? Not really. We do get some battle toads moving to the middle. Not too concerned about that. And we need you guys to get this. And now the capture weight starts flipping here for the last time. All right, so come on, team. Yeah, I need to send to the back objective. I mean, nothing I can send is gonna get there in a very, very expedient amount of time. I think I lost, unfortunately. We just played really sloppy. But the build was, although it was a bit of a meme build, I think it was actually decent. It had some elements that were good. Just my decision making was what cost me the game. Because yeah, we could have just like fighting back here was stupid. Like I should have just been having those guys on the objectives and stuff. But super fun playstyle. I really liked it. We are gonna get this, but GG, well played, dude. Nice game from my opponent. We didn't play well though. We didn't play well. Big monster 1500, 2400, 3400 from the Lammasu character, but that was the final transmutations. GG, well played. Good luck in later rounds. All right, so let's see. Oh, and report score, please. Playing a little off meta tonight. Cost us some games, but it's all good. And where are we next? So now we get a Wood Elf game, which I'm very excited about, actually. That's going to be fun. Haven't played them in ages. So yeah, if you go off meta against this kind of style, it's really not too hard. You just, let me show you guys. So just so you can actually learn what to do if you're trying to learn this game. So you basically go for a Bale Taurus. You go with, you do go with Metal Magic to punish character blobs, because Nurgle loves character blobs. And then you keep metal shifting if you want to, but you could probably honestly cut it. Front line's going to be a little something like this, right? So then you get double Magma Cannon's fine, or honestly nowadays you can even go with Soul of Damnation, but personally I'm still a Magma Cannon enjoyer. I think they're very nice. They do some good work. Then you get a Fire Glaive. You can go 1 or 2 Fire Glaives. I think 1 is adequate. And you go Mass Skirmisher. So this opening is really brutal. Nurgle infantry get absolutely eviscerated by your Fire Glaive shooting and whatnot, right? Reinforcing army is going to be like Wolf Riders like this. You can even cut this guy and get like a single Chorf Warrior, which is honestly a little bit of a safer build. You get a Bull Centaur Render, double Fireborn, and then double Pain Train. This playstyle usually crushes Nurgle, I would say. Usually. Not always, but usually. The only weakness you kind of have is their big characters can bully you sometimes, but with Fire Glaive, Bull Centaur, plus a Metal Caster, you can do work. And then the Pain Trains just flatten Nurgle infantry, just absolutely flatten them. It's very, very, very strong. All right, so there's a competitive build if you guys are trying to learn that matchup. Don't you think you played badly? It's just more explored style of the game. Yeah, we played good, except the one part where we fought in his backfield and tried to route those Pestigors off the map. That was dangerous. We lost our back objective because of that, and against Nurgle, you really don't want to lose your back objective because it's hard to get them off once they get it, you know. So that's an incredibly dangerous playstyle. Double Iron Demon is really good. Yeah, Double Iron Demon is insanely powerful. It will flatten infantry and give you really good momentum on the objectives for sure. But we'll go sweaty for the next game. We'll play sweaty Wood Elves for you guys. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, so Final Transmutation damages the unit's health directly. Flock of Doom does damage. Yeah, so Final Transmutation is very, very good. against Nurgle especially, because it just punishes those character blobs that Nurgle loves to use. Nurgle has very powerful combat characters who tend to work together. So if you can catch them in a blob and just punish them, it does really, really good damage. Well, a little bit of that, maybe. We'll see. All right, so what's going to be next up on the dockets as we descend further into the pits of hell? We got 2 games playing. Yes, good. Our top 4 is coming into fruition. Although, we do not have a lot of players who are... Let me refresh this real quick. Take a look here. All right, so top 4. Currently, we have Yumais. Oh, very cool. Ash, Jack, and Mr. Hill. Blood Penguin is lurking in the wings, but yeah. If we had won that game, we would be in a runner for top 4. So it kind of makes me bummed that I didn't just play competitive, but you know, it's all good. We're here to have fun. Oishi versus Torison, still playing Impolo versus Syntax, and Shaftesbury versus the Spy Rat. The Rat of the Spies. Hobo Archers are fringe useful. Like, the only matchup in which you maybe want to use Hobo Archers is against, like, Vampire Coast. Because you can bring, like, a bunch of fire damage, you know, shooting against, like, Morngul-type units and animated Hulks. So against Coast, you could totally do, like, a wide build like this. Like, you know, something that's very thick, very wide. Like, this general style would work fine. Double Kadai Destroyer? No, I don't think you can even bring 2. I think you're limited to 1. Yeah, Kadai is like, it does not deserve to be a unit limited to 1. It's terrible, but you can only bring 1. Chaos Dwarves actually are very favored against Dark Elves, in my opinion. It's super, super easy. You just go like, this, you go double Magma, you go double Fireglaive, you wreck all their cav with the Fireglaves, the Magma Cannons kill all their infantry, and then your Hobo Goblins can fend off their diving super easily. The Hobo Goblins fight Dark Riders just fine. And you just get a Lamassu character, like a Sorcerer Prophet onto Lamassu with Death. And when they start calling in Cold One Knights, you just Buna them. So you just Buna and Spirit Leech. This matchup, in my opinion, is very favored for Chaos Dwarves. And you can go double Skirmisher at the end. You know, even if you want to, you just go triple of these. Yeah, like something like this is very, very powerful against them. And then from there, you just call in infantry. You just call waves and waves of Chaos Dwarf warriors, and you just mow them down with the Magma Cannons. You have a huge advantage. Yeah, Hell Cannons are really good against... You can totally do that, too. If you wanted to, you could go Soul of Damnation instead and just, you know, have a bit of a wider build, you know, like something like this. Like, this is very good as well. I haven't tried Hobo Goblins too much. Honestly, I haven't. Yeah, I have not. Since they got their changes. Okay, perfect. And where are we at? Are we ready for our Elven game? Should be fun. Should be fun indeed. Yeah, Elves do struggle against artillery. It's always been one of their banes. All right, 2 games left. We have our top 4 emerging. It's going to be Yumais, Ash, Jack actually doing very well, the opponent that we played. I need to help him by winning this next game. And Mr. Hill looking to be there, KC2 or Sice Phenom. Oishi lurking in the shadows, but I don't think he's going to... He lost his first game. So losing your first game, it's pretty hard to claw back from that. Blood Penguin lurking as well, which is always fun. And where are we? Okay, just making sure there's no admin stuff. Yep, I think we're all set. Wood Elves are strong. Yeah, they're good. They're a good faction. I want to learn them. I want to add them to my repertoire. They're pretty balanced. I mean... If we look at Wood Elves and Dom, they have a 50% win rate, like literally almost right on the dot. 125, 132. A very healthy faction to learn and play. Kislev sitting at 51. I love seeing Kislev being at a balanced state, you know, like fair. And even Grand Cathay creeping up to 50% too. You guys seeing this? Nurgle's, you know, doing fine. Skaven are doing fine. I mean, all this is fine. Empire is actually a very good faction. They're just hard to play, so that's why Empire's a little lower, but... Yeah, the only ones that really need milk, in my opinion, is Bretonnia. Like, I even think Dark Elves could use a little bit of a buff on some units. Dark Elves and Bretonnia could use some milk. Greenskins are fine. They're just very difficult to play. I think Greenskins are actually a good faction, but I don't know why they're down there. I think a lot of new players play them thinking they're like Chaos. I can just Unga Bunga forward, but you can't. Greenskins are very much a finesse faction with, you know, sketchy leadership. Yeah. Yes. Okay, perfect. So about to get into the next round. And where are we at? Is everybody done, Precious? 2 games, all right. Hopefully those guys will wrap up soon. And we will be good to unleash the fury of Orion. Bretonnia just needs Foot Knights. I don't know. Foot Knights, I don't know how helpful they would be. I mean, you already have Foot Squires, right? Isn't that... You're just saying a slightly stronger Foot Squire? I mean, that would not help, I don't think. If Bretonnia got like a shielded Foot Knight, maybe. So like a unit of shielded high armor infantry, like equivalent to like Black Orcs, maybe. Like shielded Black Orcs. Bretonnia can win. They're just very difficult to play. Bretonnia is a very, very, very high skill faction that doesn't have anything overpowered, you know. They're very strong. Yeomen are only 400, I think. The mounted yeomen, yeah, they're okay. They're good, like little capture weight. They're kind of like hobo goblin riders a little bit. Not quite as good, but in the back pocket, yeah. Hawk and long rifles have really pumped me in the Empire. They're pretty good. Yeah, they're very, very good. Hawk and long rifles are amazing. I think they're the go-to shooting for the Empire. Handgunners are all right in some matchups, but in general, Hawklands, the range they bring to the table is just so freaking powerful, you know? Give Fey Enchantress map-wide more dissension. Yes, she fills the entire battlefield with the Mist of the Lady. Just drains everybody down. Yeah, that would be pretty savage. Give Bretonnia Truffle Hounds, like a hound unit. If Bretonnia got like a hound unit, that'd actually be really strong. Although, I mean, they already have like cheap sweeper units. I don't know how relevant that would be, but like 500, like kind of like Norscan Ice Wolf, Saber Tusk Pack, like level units are pretty good. They have Foot Knights and Tabletop. Yeah, but the Foot Squires basically are like fulfill that role. It's like the same thing, basically. You know, I mean, maybe a shielded Foot Squire could be cool. Like you give them shields and give them like a little bit more armor or something, so they, you know, don't have to use great weapons. Foot Knights with sword and board, halberd and great weapon. You already have the men-at-arm polearm, so that's probably good enough in the halberd department. Fey Enchantress, Grail Guardian, Beast Slayer. Yeah, that's very strong. One of the more meta ways I see Bretonnia played lately is you use Lewin and then you use a Beastcaster. It's very strong because with Flock of Doom and him charging into an infantry unit, you can like break halberd positions pretty quickly. Actually, yeah, you can do very, very well with that. Okay, 1 game still to go. Then we are going to be in the semifinals. Round's done, is it? You sure? Aha! It is done. Let us advance. And let's see what we got. All right. So good luck, have fun. Let's see if we can go 1-3 tonight. Although we should be fine. We should have a chance here. And we will announce the round. Okay. Round 4. So we get my opponent here. Jump out. I will play a Bretonnian SFT one of these nights. I'll practice them a little bit beforehand, and then we'll play some Bretonnia for you guys. I just don't know how to beat factions like Khorne. It just seems awful. Ugh. All right. Good luck, have fun. And we're going to be on Wood Elves this time around. So Wood Elves, and I believe we're on the Glade of the Everqueen. I just instinctively clicked on Nurgle. I was like, oh, green faction. It must be Nurgle. Okay, so Glade of the Everqueen, yes. Perfect map. Glade of the Everqueen. Now, I don't think they're on Dark Elves. I think he's just loading in defaults. Yo, yo. Do we have a Dark Elf versus Wood Elf duel? Oh, that's kind of fun. I'm actually not sure how this goes, but we'll find out. All right, so that's going to be fun. I like this. The Dark Elves versus the Wood. We know what's coming for us. I think I have an idea of what's coming. Praven Othrama is pretty damn good, but I think I have some other options I'm going to enjoy here. Okay. Is that good? Like this style? Is this something? This is a little something something. Do we need to worry about flying units on them? I mean, Tempest is kind of a cute idea, but I think it's not enough to like fear them. Wild Riders seem pretty awesome. Wild Hunters of Kurnus are also good. All right. Doomfire Warlocks. I don't know about Doomfire Warlocks. Yeah, it's a bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see if it works out for him. Okay, so these guys are all ready to go. What else do we want to bring here? Yeah, probably going to be like mostly heavy cav play, right? Would be what I would expect. Like sneaky, tricksy hobbitses, heavy cav kind of action. And 1, 2, 3. All right, that seems fine. I like this build. Just kind of like throwing a bunch of random shit in here, and we're going to see if it works, you know? The Dryads are pretty cost-effective here. I think they handle most of the Dark Elf infantry pretty well. I don't think we need to worry about elite infantry at all. It's very risky to bring that against Wood Elves. Their shooting is very, very good. Zotes can bonk heavy cav adequately well. That's for sure. And, Sisters of Thorn, War Dancers. Sisters of Thorn are actually a really cool unit. How much do they cost? Man, they're expensive, though. 1,200. That is an expensive unit. Indeed. Okay. Yeah, what do they bring to the table? Like, how good are Sisters of Thorn against, like, yeah, 1,200 gold is really, really expensive. I think I liked my original idea a little bit better. All right. Then we can get you guys. Maybe 2 of these. Yeah. All right, the wild hunt will begin shortly. I think we got most of the wild hunting elements in play. Is it going to be Orion, though? Find out on today's episode. The dreaded Orion. I think the big trees are too risky to bring here. I think they just give you the dirty. It's not. We're playing Dark Elves. There's not going to be Valkia in this matchup. Yeah. Oh, dude, you're good, Johnson. Don't worry about it. Did you drop? Is that what happened? Okay, let's see. And what is it going to be? All right, so everything is good here. Hawk Rider's kind of a cool choice too, right? The Dread Hawk Rider. Yeah, fear it. Fear it, run from it. It will come for you all the same. Pretty much max out on Dryads. I don't hate the idea of a War Dancer too, like a single War Dancer in the mix. It's kind of rad. So where can I save a little bit of money, man? These guys, they got some expensive stuff, that's for sure. All right, good luck, have fun. Whatever, this will be fine. This'll do, pig. This'll do. Yeah, I think we're comfy. Durthu is meta in some matchups, like not against Dark Elves. I think Dark Elves have way too much armor-piercing shooting. Durthu is gonna have a bad time there. I would assume he's just gonna like try and rush me with something, right? Like it's gotta just be that kind of a thing. You know, let's actually explore how much this would cost. Yes, and then yes. Got these abilities. Okay, I like this build. Yeah, this is good. I think we got all the schemes here. Oh man, Bretonnia with cannons would be pretty filthy. I mean, but the Bretonian army in tabletop that uses cannons is not like true Bretonia. It's like, it's exiled Bretonians. Like, normal Bretonian armies should not have cannons. It's against like every fiber of their lore, right? I mean, maybe some of you guys would know better than me, but I could be wrong. Bretonia greenskin corn is a secret. Bretonia into greenskins and corn? Is that what you're saying? Definitely not. I mean, Bretonia's pretty weak against those 2 factions. For my opponent with the big thinking over here, the big think. He's probably consulting the round table of his allies. Who knows? But nonetheless, we are good. All right, here we go, baby. So I brought everybody's favorite Screeching Tree Lady. Because against Coldwood Knights and Dark Riders and things like that, Melkos is going to be super good. Yeah, it's going to be super good. Peasant, yeah, you know, why does Bretonia not just copy the ogres? Clearly just have a peasant sit on another peasant's shoulder with like a pitchfork and it's going to be able to beat the strongest shit in the game, right? That's how you do it. No tribes here. Cannons are definitely not chivalrous, no. Yeah. Okay, and here we go. Ah, mighty RTK player. All right, very cool. We are facing the hive mind. They've come. RTK is like the Borg from Star Trek, you know. They share a sentience of like builds and knowledge. And you gotta disconnect them from the hive mind to win. All jokes. RTK is awesome. They're great. Yeah. Okay, so we actually have a Eternal Guard battle line who's going to be backed up by a lot of archers. So here we go. Here, here, and here. So we have a lot of the Glade Guard archers, which I need to get better at using foot-based archers. So that's going to be the plan here tonight. And we got Dryka in the mix with a Branch Wraith. I think they have Vanguard. Yeah, they have Vanguard. So they can run up and help grab some objectives here. So we're going to take some Dryads and go grab that point. And Skirmishers, Dryka can be in 1, 2, and then let's get you guys over there. Cool. All right, it's go time. Let's get it, man. We got the archers, we got the Melkoth spam, we do have the Hagbane tips. Not Hagbane tips, which is regular Glade Riders who are going to move out and grab objectives. Yeah, it feels like a good army. But elves are fun. They're very strong, man. They're very strong. Definitely some of the cooler elves. It always reminds me of the flavor text from classic Magic the Gathering. There's like a flavor text on the Llanowar elves where it's like one bone broken for every twig you step on intruding in their forest. Yeah, I was like, Wood Elves definitely have those vibes. So we got Feral Manscores, we got Marathi, some Cold One Knights, and Bolt Throwers, actually. Interesting. I don't know how strong the Bolt Throwers are going to be. We'll see. So we're going to move up like so. And, yeah, just grab this objective. Then we're going to run up and try and grab their home objective if we can. We'll eat some Bolt Thrower shots in the process, but I think that's going to be okay. All right. So we need to save up for the Heavy Cav, our own Heavy Cav, to stop theirs, right? We do get Dryads moving, but I think we're going to be able to get this. And now we can just grab this objective here. So, yeah, just shoot at some of the Cold One Knights, no problemo. You know, and then we need to get the Wild Hunters of Kurnus and some of those big scaries out. Melkoth is going to be exclusively used on like Cold One Knights here. So we do steal their home objective, which is quite strong. And we got to make sure we don't get collapsed on here. So let's keep moving up this way. And now we're going to get this outside objective. We do have a second Branch Wraith there. And are they shooting? They are shooting. Okay, they're doing a little bit of shooting here. So Stag Knights are fine. Wild Hunters of Kurnus are very, very good too. And they're going to get in range of my shooting here in a minute. Okay, looks like they pulled back, and now they're going to reclaim their home objective, which is fine. We got the double Dryad hangout party there, and you guys just retreat back and call in the Wild Hunters of Kurnus, so we're going to get them up. Have them just kind of camp out in the trees here to protect, and we just kind of slow press with these archers. You know, slow press, slow ride, take it easy. All right, Marathi's coming over there. We do have the Scary Cav, so let's move you there too. All right. But so far, so good. So far, so good. Pigback Riders are two goblins standing in a trench coat on top of each other's shoulders, basically. Yeah, and they're like one of the strongest units in the game. Okay. Cool. You keep lurking up this way. We're eating some shots, but it's not too bad. We're going to move up a little bit so our archers can press. And, yeah, just keep taking it easy. All right, I think we got to move you out. He's going to see them, but he could pounce at any moment, so we got to watch out. So Dryads can go here and go here. I don't know about a full court press on him, but he does have an artillery build, actually, so we should actually press him. So let's get you guys up like this. Yeah, I think the press is going to be very strong. So if he just lets us take his home objective, dude, sign me up. I mean, that's an absolute steal of a deal. Okay, let's get some Wild Riders coming out. They're going to be here, so 3 and 4. So now we got the Wild Riders ready to party, and we can start shooting into the Cold One Knights. Or you guys, whatever. It's fine. Let's get Dryke over there. Keep fighting the good fight. And fight here. So let's get the Dryads. And, okay, so we're going to get flanked a little bit, so we need to pull back and tighten up. Archers can just shoot into whatever. And we have the double Branch Wraith on his home objective, so that should give us what we're looking for. Let's pull you guys back and form ranks here. Some little heavy cav coming around the outside. Not heavy cav, but some of those nasty nasties. We have Corsairs and Corsairs this way, and we need to get one of the Branch Wraiths over here to help. All right, so one Branch Wraith is going to come over here, and we're going to rotate you guys. And in the meantime, we do have a Wild Rider unit, so let's pull you guys back, get you guys heading over here to help. And it looks like I am the one who gets hit with the Melkoth here, so pulling back, retreat, and retreat. So the archers are so far so good, doing a little bit of work here, and we're going to go ahead and do a Melkoth on you guys. We're going to charge them here, and then the archers can pull back a little bit. Get you guys to go shoot this Manticore here, and now we can engage and get the Branch Wraith to engage here, and potentially call in some heavy cav here in a minute. All right, so yeah, we're into action. You know, we do get the favorable fight there, I think. Let's do this. Have you guys run through this way to go help out there, and the archers need to just shoot into the Cold One Riders and shoot into the Cold One Riders there. All right, so we do get charged here, which is fine. Not the end of the world. We can retreat back. Going to require a little bit of micro here. And, yep, let's get these guys to come out, have them go help, and then we should be golden. All right, so archers, are they shooting? They seem to be shooting on most runs. Dryka is just off in no woman's land doing God knows what. And he's diving pretty aggressively into my lines, which I think we'll be able to hold. We'll find out. All right, so let's turn about face here, shoot some of these Dark Riders. We're going to go ahead and slap into the Melkoth down on those Slaanesha's Harvesters. Wow, okay, interesting. So the Slanesh's Harvester pick is pretty cool. Granted, I think we're going to be able to punish them pretty good. So let's get both those archers online shooting, get you guys shooting here, get some Dryads coming out, and move them up on the point. All right. So we do steal my opponent's home point, which is great. Dryka is just fighting on it, and she's doing her thing. Thankfully, the other Branch Wraith is nearby and does have the Melkos available. We do manage to win that fight, which is good, and a couple Wild Riders have come back, so let's get them on the Bleak Swords. And I think I need to reinforce my home point right now. We are up in value, but pretty good Soul Stealer right there is going to be very nice. So let's get the objective here, shoot these guys. We got the spears forming ranks. Dryka is going to be able to help handle like any of these shenanigans here, so let's just Melkos these and hope we can get some work done. All right, so forming ranks, and we still have these, so let's get the Dryads to pile into the Cold One Knights here. We're back up on the objective, and those are going to be the Slanesh's Harvesters. All right. So shoot them here, pull back a little bit. I think we need to save for like a big heavy cav of some sort. Let's get our skirmishers back on that point to make sure we don't lose it. Starfire Shafts can fan out. And for Dryka, she can use the rabble rouse Dryad summon thing. It's going to be pretty good there. All right. So we do clear out the backfield a little bit, although there still is some menacing units over here. So I think we need to call in some more Wild Riders to clean them out. So let's get you guys back in, do this, and let's unsummon the Wild Hunters of Kurnus. We've had a very, very good fight, mind you, and get them back online. All right. So we do get the Dryad summon. Capture weight is starting to flip a little bit, but we do see Dryka actually battling Marathi, which is a little bit scary. Okay. Archers, how are we looking? Yeah, still very much functional, and the Wild Riders can sweep up on this point and try and take that if they can. Let's get the Dryads back up on the point, Branch Wraith back up on the point as well, and are we in danger back here? I'm not sure. I feel like we're all right, but you never frickin' know. All right, let's get some more Dryads back to make sure we don't lose our home point. Wild Riders can come up. Dryka is a little bit surrounded, but that's okay. This is kind of her natural habitat here. So we're going to hit the Slanesh's Harvesters. She's pretty cheap too, so even if she does go down, it's not too big of a deal. All right, so Cold One Knights battling versus Dryads, and we do start to reclaim this point. We also have like a backup caster. Wild Riders getting a beautiful charge right there. Let's go see if we can get a freebie right there on this unit. That's going to be very good. So Dryka, yeah, she's getting whooped on by these two units. We're going to see if we can like loop her away. I might be able to knock down that artillery for now, and we're going to maybe see if we can salvage our Lord. Maybe. All right, we get a free charge onto the Bolt Thrower, which is good. And are we going to knock it down? We're going to need to retreat, so we just knock it offline temporarily. Let's summon you. You guys go fight here, and we're going to go see if we can, you know, sacrifice one of our cheap skirmish cab to save Dryka. Because I think it's worth it. Yeah, like that leadership buff, just, we don't want to throw our Lord in the trash, right? So let's do this. Snare you guys down. Wild Riders got caught on some shit. I don't know what, but they got caught on something. All right, Dryad stabilized that point. We do manage to get away there. Wild Riders are going to run on back. We're up pretty heavily on points, so that is good. Let's do some unsummoning there. Dryka is able to escape. And, yeah. Are we going to get away with these Wild Riders? I sure hope so. All right, so Archers, let's have them start shooting at the Cold One Dread Knights. Oh, those are dreaded Dread Knights, as a matter of fact. Okay, that's pretty scary. So we're going to get it with the Melkos. Yeah, it's going to be something. And the Manticore is still there causing havoc. Let's get these guys to go shut that down. And Archers are poking, but the Wild Riders are going to need to turn and fight at a point, right? I don't know when, but they're going to need to. All right, so back you go. We're going to call it some Stag Knights. Should be pretty good against the Dread Knights. Dreaded versus Stag. Yeah, all right. So Dryka's fleeing. We do have our other Melkoth's caster, so we're going to go ahead and slap the base on you and get the Stag Knights to charge in. Let's get all these Archers to shoot. Keep getting you guys back. Keep the Dryads there fighting. All right, so Dryka is really, really smashed up right now. Definitely not fun losing our Lord, but we are very far ahead on points and a little bit precarious on value is for sure the name of the game here. I mean, I could go charge in there, but I think we're just going to get another Melkos on those Cold One Dread Knights. Let's get these Archers to try and shoot this Manticore and call out some Glade Riders, maybe to save Dryka. If we could just keep her online, that's going to be great. But this fight back here heavily favors us. The Dread Knights get pounded. Dryads are in good shape here. Yeah, looking good. Bolt Throwers are now out of ammunition. Huge victory for us here. Well, huge crushing one. And Dryka probably going to survive. I think we're going to be able to get her out. Now let's get the Archers shooting here. The mobility did pretty good. We cleaned up shop. And awesome. So now we just hold the objectives and play cautiously. So move you guys back up. Let's get the Great Stag Knights to maneuver over. Maintain the point. And what else do we have? So unsummons and some Dryads chasing the woods. That could have been a disaster if I had forgot about them any longer. We'll keep these Wild Riders in play. And Dryka is going to go. She's going to go retire to her natural habitat, which is the bushes. All right. So we got the Great Stag Knights. We are able to get that Manticore broken, which is awesome. Let's go ahead and shoot at Marathi a little bit. We have our Branch Wraith holding this far side point. Yeah, we seem to be in good shape. Seem to be in pretty good shape here. Yeah, we need to keep that Manticore offline. Melkos is very good against heavy cav. All right. So we're going to drop that on the Dread Knights, and we're going to get the Dryads coming up. Yep, they should be able to help. Stag Knights also. And you guys shoot them. Dryads go threaten the home point here. We can actually threaten his home point a little bit. I think the score is definitely not telling the full picture. I think we're actually in pretty okay shape right now. Okay, Dryka can hang out here. Let's get you guys to run these guys down. Looking nice. You guys can go shoot those. And we're going to call out some big scary cav here in a minute. All right. So Marathi better be careful. She's in the danger zone. We do get the Stag Knights on the Dread Knights. And I noticed there was a big glaring weakness on his back objective there. So I was like, hell, why the hell not? Let's go for it. All right. Elite cav, let's call him in. Get you guys rolling up there. Archers are still in line, and Dryka is going to just hang out on our home objective in case we need to make a last stand. But Marathi's actually close to breaking now, and look at the great Christmas Knights just wrecking the Dread Knights. Yeah, it feels good, man. Feels good. All right, let's get a charge there. Call you skirmishers in. We can actually take these guys around, so let's go over there and then try and do a little bit of flanking. Let's charge in, and we do steal their home objective, so that's going to be a tricky one for them. Yeah, it's going to be a tricky hobbitses. So I think we just continue fighting. I don't think we need to hunker down on do anything fancy. Let's have you guys just go charge that bolt thrower, try and shut that down. The Wild Hunters of Kurnus have arrived. We got Melkoth spam. Let's use it on the Dread Knights just to try and finish them off. And cool. So now they're coming for the home objective here, which we should be able to hold for quite some time. Uh-oh. I mean, this game's 1,000,000% over, but yeah, doesn't matter at this point. Neither of us are in the running for top 4. All right, cool. So we clean that up. We're going to shut down that artillery, hopefully. I don't know if we'll make it in time. I think he's going to get the unsummon off. Dryka does have her buff right now, which is going to buff everybody around her, who is, when she's injured, she buffs everybody. It's very, very good. All right, archers just go after Marathi. And on the point, looks like we're pretty stable. I think we got this one in the bag, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, there's a lot of value on Dryka who survived. Exactly, yeah. It's the classic like tabletop conundrum of like going after an Imperial Knight and not finishing it, right? Yeah, that can get you. All right, so anything else we need to do? Yeah, we could probably just push for a triple cap here, but we're just going to play it smart and just keep hunkering down on our home objectives. All right, do a little bit of unsummoning here. Dryads, we'll keep Dryka with them. Archers are going to shoot Marathi. What kind of heavy cav do we have here? We have a couple. All right, GG, well played. Good Wood Elf game. That was a good Wood Elf game. Yeah, strong opponent too. Strong opponent here, which I'm happy to face. All right, let's do this. And all right, that's going to be it. GG, well played. Good way to end our run. Even though we had some tough games, we experimented tonight. We played out of our comfort zone and had some fun with it. So yeah, archers, wow, 1,500, 500 here, and then 700, so that's pretty good. Dryka got 1,200 and 1,200 just from Melkoth spam. Yeah, our cav struggled a little bit. The Stag Knights did better, but it was good enough. It was good enough. All right. So, I don't know if our build was optimal, but it felt pretty good. Definitely felt decent. And we helped the people with tiebreakers that we played against, so hopefully one of our homies will make top 4. That'd be fun. And, all right, so let's do this. And then we can do, that's going to be Wood Elves versus Dark Elves. All right. Yeah, you can pretty much expect heavy cav when you're playing against Druki. Although I think just a very wide infantry push might have been harder. The bolt throwers were kind of a cool choice. They actually were able to use all their ammo over the course of the match and get some decent work done. Okay. How are we looking? Refreshing. And yeah, a couple games still wrapping up here. We have Oishi. Well, how did Oishi get 4 points? They lost their first game. That's not right. Okay. Ah, their opponent dropped in the 4th round. Okay, so I need to fix their score. Alrighty, so let's fix that. Who did he play in the 4th round anyways? It's kind of strange. Who did you play round 4? Okay. Might have just been a drop, I'm not sure. But it looks like a score reported. Yeah, because Oishi shouldn't probably be in top 4 right now after losing their first game. We'll see, though. Maybe they will be. GG, time to sleep. Catch you in the next stream. Yeah, we'll be streaming again soon. Tomorrow, we're off, and then... Well, I'm hanging out with some friends. Monday, we're going to be streaming Hans Van Haggard all day Monday. It's going to be super fun. Going to be super, super fun. Yeah, the Slaanesha's Harvester pick, I don't dislike it. I think having them to do magic damage and kill Dryads quickly and, the Arwar Great Stag Knights, it's like, not a bad choice. Not a bad choice at all. Okay, Lord Shaftesbury, the Spy Rat, Ash, and Umais. So a lot of new faces in tonight's top 4, which is very fun. Let's see. Yeah, who did you end up playing in round 4? Okay, cool. A Duel of Fates. Yeah, it's a we're gonna stream our boy Hans von Haggard on Monday, dude. I'm loving that mod. It's so good. It's so freaking good. Yeah, it's a great thing to mix in. You know, it's very much in the family of this game. God, imagine if they just made a Mount and Blade Bannerlord like actual official Warhammer game, like with just like every faction. Oh my god, that would just be the coolest thing ever. That would be insane. That would be an insane amount of effort for sure, but it would be really worth it. Okay, cool beans. So, yep, games are playing out. Ours was pretty quick there. Blood Penguin needs his points. Let me see, did he win all of his games? He won 1. Okay, yeah. There we have it. Hey, me and my friends are trying to paint and build some Warhammer kill teams. I got, oh, you're going Battle Sisters? Yeah, Sisters of Battle are not easy to paint. Human, like small human models, like doing skin and doing like black armor as well as white, it's a lot of very tough colors to paint. I have no idea what that is, Fen. I have no idea what that game is. Really hope to get an upgrade to one of your... Oh yeah, that would be cool, William. That would be fun. How many of you guys play Warhammer the Old World? I'm always curious. We talk about it a lot. Do a lot of you guys actually play Warhammer the Old World, the tabletop game? And if so, what armies do you play? What banner is cool? Man, the vintage banners are fun. Takes you back to another time, you know. Bretonia's banner this is one of the best banners. It's so epic. The Green Knight, you know, Gilles, you got Lewin, you got a Grail Knight. I think that's a Knight of the Realm there. I'm not sure, maybe Grail Knight, but looking super cool. Norska's banner is also very good as well. You need to sell it as a really bad idea, so Games Workshop might be interested. Games Workshop definitely misses the mark quite a bit, but they've been hitting some wins lately. With Space Marine 2 was very, very cool. Total War Warhammer was a huge win, obviously. They've had some. Yeah, but the top level decision making at Games Workshop can be kind of baffling sometimes, for sure. You always get stressed out painting armies. I really want to get into the old world, but my pile of shame is too big. You know, what you could do, Orc Cleaver, is you could sell your pile of shame. Like, consolidate your collection. You know, you treat your pile of shame like you're a hoarder and you need to downscale, right? So you can sell the armies you're not super interested in, and once you see your pile of shame is less massive and you've consolidated your collection into like 1 or 2 small armies, like, it's much easier to get the momentum to get going. Man, I haven't followed NFL in like 10 plus years. In high school, I was like a diehard NFL football guy because I played high school football. I was going to play college. But yeah, it just doesn't do it for me. I don't like the mercenary element of professional sports like NBA and NFL. Like, I don't like that like a team can just buy the best players, or like you can have a star on one team and he just gets bought by like their competitor, right? Like, it just feels like lame to me. I just don't like that. So kind of like, as I saw that, as I got older, I came to understand that, and it kind of turned me off. Got it, Jamie. So you played a little bit of High Elves and Greenskins. Yeah, it's fun. We're gonna do a giveaway at some point. So I've won a couple tournaments for Old World, and I have some starter boxes. I'm thinking of having some tournaments where we give away little starter boxes as a prize, which would be fun. Yeah. Haven't played tabletop since the 90s. Powerful 90s tabletop player over here. Okay. Understood. GG, well played. And, all right. So let's refresh this and see how we're looking here. Okay. So how are we looking? What's it going to be? So checking the tournament chat. It looks like we had somebody to drop. Fixed your score. And who is in the top 4 here? Okay, Yumai's would be probably dropped. Okay, so he had the drop. Still a couple games to finish, so we need to see who wins. And then we'll realize who our top 4 is. Correct. Used to play Warhammer Fantasy Battle back in the 90s. Have a bunch of painted green skin stuff. Hell yeah, dude. You have 100 plus models of Space Marine stuff, squads like bikes, tanks. Yeah, the old ones. Yeah, painting the classic Marines is tough. That line is just is gone now, basically, right? But you can still use them as Primaris Marines, obviously, if you want to, or the next generation Marines. I'm kind of ambivalent to the NFL, but crazy stuff going down with. Oh, Commanders. Yeah, that's right. They renamed that team. Yeah, I was confused for a second. Okay. What's it going to be? I think we're about there. Zalazar as well. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this last game could affect the tiebreaker. Absolutely could. I think it's still going to put you there, though, is the problem. So Yumai's will need... I think I'm going to have to re-add him and then just drop him separately. Okay. So let's go ahead and fix this. Yeah, we need to fix this one here. All right. No problemo. I saw the recent High Elf announcement for the Old World. Do you think there would be a good... Yeah, High Elves... Man, I'm like hesitant to recommend armies until I see like a balance patch. And for Old World, it's like they're gonna be doing some sort of balancing soon, I would assume. So like once I see, because High Elves are very dependent on their overpowered monsters, like their dragons in tabletop. So I want to see what they do with that before I give any recommendations. All right, so let's refresh this. All right. Then I'm going to need to fix the score here. Okay. So he should have that. Okay, one sec, guys. Sorry, I got to fix all this shit. There was a drop that kind of changed some of the dynamics here. 1, 2. Okay. So there we go. The Empire range is really good. Yeah, there's a lot of cool models. Really, really good flavor on the Empire. I mean, Empire is very weak in tabletop at the moment, but I think if they nerf monsters, Empire will be fine. Okay, sorry about this delay, guys. I had to fix some of the drops here. Okay, almost there, and then we should be golden from here. I think something ruined the spirit of college football. I'm not sure what that is. Not sure what that is. Yeah, but High Elves are a cool army. They're fun. You know, they have like Phoenixes and other monsters. But yeah, the High Elves win pretty much all their tournaments by abusing a Star Dragon character. Like, so like for me that, and Warriors of Chaos do the same thing. They like just abuse a dragon character and just cackle. It's like, you literally will have like a dragon Chaos Lord just soloing your entire army. It feels pretty bad. All right, I think we have our top 4. Nope, that game is still going, so it could happen here. All right. T6 with ward saves is ruling Old World. Yeah, well, basically, the Chaos Dragon Lord will have like, it'll have like a 2-up, 5-up, 5-up, and then it'll also have like an ability that makes you fight last. So it's just like, it just shits on you. It's so brutal. There are ways to beat it, but it's like, you have to work so much harder than the person just mouth breathing with the dragon flying across the table. I really hope they fix it, man. I love Old World, but I definitely am sick of playing in tournaments and just like, I either have to skew my entire list towards bullying dragons or like I can't just bring like normal lists. Yeah. There's a spellcaster, an illusion caster you can use in tabletop, which can make it so dragons can't charge you for a turn. So you just spam that spell on them every turn and just lock them down. That's like one of the only ways to deal with them with Empire. I wish they would give Empire its ogre units in Total Warhammer 3. You're talking about mercenaries, like Imperial Ogres. They do have those in campaign. Like if you go to the Empire here, you can bring them as mercenaries, I think, in the extended roster, right? Do ogres not have does the Empire not have mercenaries in multiplayer? Oh shit, you can't even bring ogre mercenaries in multiplayer. That seems kind of weird. They should for sure have some Imperial Ogres. It's like a big flavor loss for them, I think. Okay. So refreshing. This is Duel of Fates down there, dude. Still going. It could affect the tiebreaker of this, so I fixed it. All good. So top 4 is going to be a little bit different. If you are number 5, Umai's had the drop, so that spot will be going to somebody else. Umai's had to drop, so we're all... So 5th will get in. All right. Cool beans, man. You can buy ogres in Campania. Yeah, getting like I always like thought there was so much missed potential for this game with like lords bringing unique variables to armies in multiplayer. Like, let's say you bring Karl Franz, maybe like you get a special type of Reichsguard Knight, or if you bring Volkmar, you can get like a flagellant ability to give your flagellants. Like, I always thought that'd be really cool. All right, so where are we at? All right, so Ash, Umai's, the Spy Rat, Jack, and Lord Shaftesbury. A lot of new faces. Super, super cool. Happy to see that. All right, so let's advance to top 4. And then I need to just replace one player here. Man, we actually would have maybe made top 4 if I just didn't mess around. Damn. All right, so that's going to be Umai's switching out with somebody. So let me do that. And I need to adjust this. Cool, so who is next up? It is going to be Lord Shaftesbury. All right. Lord Shaftesbury, you made top 4. Umai's had to drop. Okay. Tricky hobbitses. And Umai's, we need to replace him real quick. So let's do this. And we should be all good. Turin, I cooked... a tic-tac-toe build against Khorne. I can see that. Yeah, I can see that working, Reese. Tic-tac-toe is like, he's cheap, and although he's large too though, right? Yeah, but if he has a little bit of support, you could definitely bully Khorne out of the skies with Lizardmen, because Ripperdactyls will kill Furies and kill Valkia, so I can see that. That's some cool play for sure. That is some cool play indeed. All right. All right, so this is going to be Lord Shaftesbury. Lord Shaftesbury. Oh, where are you? Oh my God, there's like, I'm looking through Lord on the back end of the website, and there's like a million different lords. Oh, how do you spell your name? Come on, Lord Shaftesbury, help me out. So, what is your name on website? Is it one word? Is it Lord? Of course, it's just some difficult spelling. Let's see here. Lord space, I don't know why he's not popping up. Okay, Lord. There he is. All right, powerful. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Yeah, but there's so much potential for like army customization you could do with this game. And like, I feel like every army should have army abilities. I think it's kind of dumb that like some factions just get them and some don't. It's just like an arbitrary power creep thing, you know? It's honestly it's not game breaking, but it's like, I always felt that was a big miss thing. Like, every army should have some army abilities. That'd be super fun. Like, if Vampire Coast could call in, like, a cannon bombardment. Nothing, like, super strong, but just a little bit of sauce, you know? All right. So, let's look at the matchups here. So, here we go. Perfect. So, we got Lord Shaftesbury versus the Spy Rat. And then we have Jack versus Ash. Ash with the cat. He's got the cat face. Yes. All right. So we're going to watch Jack versus Ash. That should be fun. Play your opponent. And then Ash will ask for the lobby code. Lobby code, please. Let's do it. All right. Should have a good game here. Thank you guys for your patience. Tournaments, I know adminning it can be a little bit trolly. We got this. So Ragnarok Lair is going to be the map. And let's go find Ash's lobby. Ash should be here somewhere, so I don't know which lobby they're lurking in right now. There we go. Perfect. So join with code. I figured it was that one. Yeah. I figured it was that one. Oh, I accidentally joined as the wrong faction. Let's go back. Need to join as a spectator. Here we are. All right, so it's going to be Ash versus Jack. We played Jack earlier, had a very nice match with him against his dreaded ogres. And here we have Ash playing what? What is Ash playing? Ash is playing, oh my god, is it a Norscan mirror match? So we got Norska for Ash. Then Jack is going to be playing... Where are you, Jack? Where are you lurking? You're around here somewhere. Versus Bretonnia. Oh, that's actually a badass matchup. All right. The lady wills it, apparently. Yeah, that's going to be fun. All right. Get your games going ASAP. Wow, Bretonnia versus Norska, man. I mean, I definitely think it's Norscan favored, but this is actually a matchup in which I think Bretonnia has a chance. It's not like horrific. You know, there's not like some super cost-effective anti-large unit on the other side that just shuts you down. Army power for the Empire. Some of the elector counts. Marius Leitdorf shows up all crazy. Yeah, that's good. That sounds good to me. It could be like Total War 3 Kingdoms where generals can bring special units only they get. I would love that. Yeah, like if Karl Franz could bring like some special Altdorf unit or something. Yeah, Bretonnia versus Norska. I mean, picking Bretonnia in the semifinals is a very bold strategy, Cotton, but a very Chad one. But nonetheless, Ash is an extremely strong opponent who's been winning a lot of tournaments lately, but Jack played very well earlier on Ogres. But now we're going to see how Jack does on a faction that is considerably weaker than Ogre Kingdoms. You might have missed it, but Jack, as in quick, he's asking me how to play Bretonnia. Is he in chat? Against it wouldn't be fair to me to give tips. Hard tips until they like start loading in. I do think Bretonnia can beat Norska though. You definitely can. On this map, you're for sure probably going to run into a mammoth. If I were playing Norska, I'd probably bring a mammoth here. Just like, you know, just feast. Yeah, just feast. Yeah, there's so many factions that could have cool army abilities. We should do a video on that. We should like talk about like actual ideas. I don't know if that's something we could get implemented into the game, but man, that'd be cool for multiplayer. That'd be super, super cool. One sec, guys. I'll be right back. I'm going to refill my water, and we will get this party started. All right, boys. Let's see here. I should probably change the name of the stream. I didn't play any Sneaky Gets tonight. Elvish Schemes. We'll do Elvish Schemes, yes. I think that's a little bit more apt. All right, so Bretonnia, Knights of the Realm are pretty awesome here. You know, they trade well into the Skin Wolves. For Norska, you know, Armored Skin Wolves are one of your go-to. Getting armor against Knights of the Realm who don't have considerable armor piercing is pretty big. But I'm sure Ash already knows that. Archers, you know, archers can be effective here for Bretonnia. You know, a huge Grail Relique battle line with like a couple archers behind value trading could be very nice. But, you know, to play Bretonnia at this level, you need to have incredible micro, like very good micro. They're a faction like, I would say people in StarCraft who play Zerg players are like, would be good at Bretonnia. Whereas like if you play Protoss, which requires like, you know, the APM of I mean, I feel like you could teach a monkey how to maneuver a Protoss death blob, right? Protoss is very much like a faction that would correlate more to playing like Khorne or, you know, just some Unga Bunga faction for sure. But yeah, Zerg would be, I think, an apt analogy for Bretonnia. Just like extremely ravenous micro, moving a bunch of like little units around. Zerg also, I think, would be a good correlation to Greenskins. Protoss is very much like the Chaos factions, like durable, high leadership, grindy, you know. SC1 Zerg or SC2? I guess there is some nuance with that. I don't know what StarCraft 2 Zerg looks like now. I know what it looked like at Wings of Liberty, which is when I played, but yeah. I don't know, a moving... I mean, have you seen like the Baneling micro? And I guess Terran players have pretty insane micro too. Like having to manage steam tanks and like Marines and medevac like pickups. Maybe Terran is a better analogy. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. And we're in. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the semifinals of tonight's tournament. Thank you guys all for joining. It's been a fun run. Overall, I don't hate the build for Bretonnia. It's Lewin. A Paladin is a little bit sus. Depends on what he's on. You definitely would want a Beastcaster. A Beastcaster to come out and just Flock of Doom spam on the Marauder Champions is like just chef's kiss. It's just pure value. Yeoman I don't hate. Gives you a little bit of control on the objectives, and a single Blessed Trebuchet is pretty cool. But Lewin's going to have to do a lot of carrying here this game. Terran micro is nuts in StarCraft 2. Yeah. Sounds good. Good work, yeah. I agree, yeah. The video seeing those people splitting Marines against Banelings is pretty nuts. It is pretty nuts. The Paladin like is a good assistant, you know, if he's on like a Pegasus or something or on horseback. But you definitely need a Flock of Doom caster probably. Flock of Doom is so good in this matchup. All right, guys, taking a look at Bretonnia. It's going to be men-at-arms backed by spears. So just absolute trash house infantry with a lot of HP, mind you. Well, I guess not even that much, but 7.8. With the Grail Relic to keep them fighting. We do have the Blessed Field Trebuchet, which is a very good tool against the Marauder Champions. Lewin is an excellent choice here, as is the Flying Paladin, but I really hope for the sake of Jack that he brought some sort of a efficient combat caster. Heaven's Caster is also quite good. You can drop the Uranan's Thunderbolt on top of the Marauder Champions, like overcast it if they're bunched up, and it can do a shit ton of damage, so I don't hate that. Now looking at Ash, Ash is going to be rocking a huge Legion of Marauder Champions, so just a wall of armor, which requires questing knights to deal with, as well as foot squires and magic. Those are usually the angles at which you deal with those. Throg is great. Throg is a beast. He can definitely fight any of the Bretonnian characters, beat down the knights. There's no drama there. And a Warshrine Mammoth, which, of course, is also very good. 500 weapon strength, and it is going to be rocking the Favor of the Ruinous Powers, Giver of Glory. So that's what it comes with. So initial objective grabbing will be very good for Jack. He's going to move up with his Mounted Yeoman Archers and get those points. And he's going to be moving in an Unholy Brick. I am uber concerned for the Bretonnian player because the formation is so tight that one burning head could basically just end the game. If he gets like one burning head right down the formation here, it is just going to be an unholy disaster for him. So the Yeomen are going to be grabbing the side points. Lewin should be going up and charging the Marauder Champions in the outside of the formation, like right over here, and you know, trying to be a bit of a bully here as Jack moves up with the dreaded Legions of Bretonnia. So here they come. We got the Spearmen, we got the Polearms back here, and the sweat is pouring. It is on, ladies and gentlemen. So where is the Paladin going to go? Where is Lewin going to go? They could 2v1 Throg, but with the Mammoth there, it becomes a little bit scary. And side objective is going to get grabbed, but it looks like some of the... Nope, he doesn't get it. Oh, he moved off before finishing it. Ouch. That's going to hurt. I mean, that's an extra 20 or 30 points he's going to be missing out on. But the Bretonnian army is just basically just... Oh, no. Oh, not like this. Oh, God. And he gets into the Beast Slayers. Okay, that could have been way worse. That could have been exponentially worse. Okay, I think they weathered that storm. Now, Lewin and company going to be jumping on the Marauder Champions, looking for some freebies. And now I would imagine some heavy cav are going to be getting called out, although Foot Squires are pretty good against Marauder Champions. But now it is time for Gotham's Reckoning. We're going to be seeing a million unwashed peasants. This is like Lord of the Rings, watching all these... Well, I guess they're not, you know, Rohirrim on horseback, but there are a fair amount of pointy sticks here, which are going to do okay. But overall, the Mammoth, I think, is chilling. And this is going to be another burning head here. If there's a big burning head right down the pipe here, it could be a game blouses type situation. We'll have to see. Yeomen out here poking these Marauders as Foot Squires move up. We are going to get some heavy cav called in, so Knights of the Realm have finally arrived. This is going to basically ruin the game, though. If the burning head comes in and just shreds this entire formation, I'm going to feel so bad for Bretonnia here. But on that same coin, the Mammoth and Throg are a little bit isolated. Lewin is going to be descending from the skies, and we do get the two heavy cav coming down, or just one, Mounted Yeoman and Knights of the Realm. Going to be charging into the Condom Wolves, which do retreat back. So good micro there from Ash. He's able to retreat, but they end up taking the fight. So we're going to see who wins this. It will be a bit of a duel of fates there as the Bretonnian blob continues forward. The Blessed Field Trebuchet is getting some kills on the Marauder Champions, but every little bit they can get does matter, right? So caster, where's the caster for Bretonnia? Did they just forget a caster? Flock of Doom would be uber cost effective right here. It would be hitting the characters. Not that it does much, but it does something. And also hitting the Marauder Champions would be very nice. Another burning head going to come down. This is going to be a good one. A lot of bunched up units. So clearly, you know, maybe not the most experienced with Bretonnia. Hard to tell, but he is playing, you know, well considering, and is up in value as well. So definitely has a chance in this game. So Yeoman shooting downtown into the Marauders. Over here we do see Lewin, Leon Kerr, and the Paladin going to war with Throg and getting some damage in there. I mean, Lewin is one of the best fighters in the game. He's very powerful. Foot Squires, have they arrived? They have arrived, and the Foot Squires have gotten on Marauder Champions, so very well played to Jack here, getting the good engagement in the heat of the moment. But the Marauder Champions definitely don't want this trade. It's a cheaper unit that trades up into them and will continue to do very well. Another call in here is going to be Mounted Yeoman. Yeoman going to be intercepting the Norskin Wolves as the looks like the Knights of the Realm are broken, but not before getting some respectable damage. Throg is getting bullied a little bit. He is getting 2v1'd, and there is an anti-large Paladin here, so Paladins do have anti-large. Although Skin Wolves are now arriving, so we do see a Skin Wolf unit. That's going to be some nice anti-large shooting in the Mammoth. Also, the War Shrine benefits will be incredibly good. Bretonnia definitely needs some heavy cap to get in here. They need some Knights of the Realm, something like that to come help out in this fight, because the Skin Wolves are going to change the dynamic of this fight, and it's going to be a loss for Bretonnia right here for sure if they continue on their merry way. We do see the Sword of Crone activated. Another thing they could do is grab some of these halberds and move them up and around and get them involved in that fight. Just little things like that would make a pretty considerable difference. Bretonnia manages to get the middle objective, probably massively regretting not capturing this one earlier. They're paying the Troll Toll for that. Yeoman just poking down some advancing Marauders should be able to handle them, but how is the fight going for the King of Bretonnia? Not good. He's staying the course, though. He's wavering at 0 leadership, -2. He's going to be breaking, and he's going to be running. Granted, Throg is low also, but Throg has the Wintertooth Crown. Nice usage there by Ash, making him unbreakable. All right. So Throg Daddy unbreakable right now. Lewin needs to get out of here. He needs some milk right now. He's at 200 HP. If Lewin dies, it's probably game, I would suggest. Oh, and he gets clobbered by Throg. He really overstayed his welcome. And where is his magic user, dude? I mean, Ash is not playing. I mean, Jack is not playing bad. He was value trading. I mean, one big mistake was leaving Lewin in there for like 2 hours. And the other one's not bringing in a caster. But aside from that, Bretonnia is actually doing pretty good on the field. Even as trades, the objectives are in flux. Nobody's being dominated on the objective. But it seems like Jack just, his micro slipped on his characters. He left his Paladin here and, left Lewin there for quite some time and ends up paying the price. So looking around here, I think Norska is going to run away with the game now. Losing a 2,000 plus gold Combat Lord is incredibly tough to stomach. And now Norska is going to be just all up in their backfield. Trebuchet is going to be compromised here. Knights Errant do run down some of the filthy Marauders, but potentially going to lose the Trebuchet here. And there's no comeback for Bretonnia at this point. Norska just basically outplayed. And there's like the lack of caster is really perplexing to me. Magic is one of the most powerful resources in this game. There's only maybe like 1 or 2 weird situations where you don't bring a caster in matchups. Like even still, it's suboptimal in my opinion. But and that's it. I mean, I would expect Jack to tap out here soon. This game is incredibly over. Ash is not being super aggro on the objectives, but now is going to be focusing on it as we do see Skin Wolves come over here, and these infantry should be able to push him off, and Bretonnia is going to be sent into the shadows. But Bretonnia was totally in this game for a while. Just weird, a couple weird blunders with the Lord, no magic being brought. Could be under pressure. Obviously in a semifinal, not expecting to be there, playing a faction you're unfamiliar with. That really is the crux of the Pick 6 tournament, right? You might know 4 factions, but do you know 6? Do you know 5 factions even to compete in the semifinals? And I suspect that maybe is the situation here. Jack is clearly a very solid player, but maybe just doesn't know how to play Bretonnia. Doesn't play them too often in a competitive setting, and ends up paying the price here. As we do see the objectives start to flip, and the men-at-arms here are going to be karate chopped and basically just a full route, push back, and that's going to be all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Ash is a brutal opponent, very strong. Not going to be making any games easy, and we see more Skin Wolves running back here, so these werewolves coming in with a full chub, ready to feast on these knights, but they feel bad at the last second. They're like, oh, you know what? It's already over. We could let them live and come back to fight another day. But yeah, that's going to be it for sure. Trebuchet's offline. Bretonnia basically stopped back. I don't know why Jack hasn't left. This game is very over. And it's, got Battle Pilgrims. Battle Pilgrims are actually not bad. They have very high leadership for Bretonnian infantry. Bretonnian Cav, Lance's couch for the lady, going to be charging in. And that is going to be all she wrote for sure. So now we're just going to hang out, enjoy each other's company, and, that's basically going to be it. I got to go take some chicken out of the fridge to defrost, and we will get it. Warband of the Hound has emerged victorious. Always love seeing some Norska. It's always very fun. Okay. And there we go. So Norskan build was good. The Bretonnian build, no caster. That's okay. That's got to be just a misplay. I think he just forgot. And that happened. I've done that before. It can happen to anybody. So shout out, Jack. Good job getting to the semifinals, man. You played like a champ today. But typically if you have to pick a faction you don't know how to play, just playing like a chaos faction and spamming like infantry and pushing up is like pretty good. But yeah, GG, well played. Bretonnia is a hard faction to play, and he did forget a caster, which is a huge mistake. A huge mistake. Flock of Doom is god tier in this matchup. All right, guys. So let's get to the grand finals. Turin finals. There we go. And let's host it as a spectator, and we're going to get Ash in there. Every time I hear Ash, it makes me think of Ash Williams. Ash vs. Evil Dead, or, you know, Evil Dead or whatever variant of that universe you want to focus on. Okay, and the grand finals map is going to be what? It is going to be Road to Talpine. Big open map. A big open map indeed. Road to Talpine. It is the road to Talpine. Let's get it, man. Yeah, he played really well considering he didn't have a caster. I mean, he was ahead in value for quite some time. Just blundering Lewin and the Paladin there and a couple other little things. But yeah, you need a caster. Oh, dude, Army of Darkness rules. Yeah, I love that movie. The whole Evil Dead franchise is really good, including the new movie, by the way. If you guys haven't seen the Evil Dead Rising, I think it's the newer one. It takes place in that apartment building with the woman from Vikings. It's very good. It's very, very good. Could you suggest a couple of factions for newer players? Absolutely. Khorne is like one of the best factions for new players. 100%. Khorne is like very beginner friendly. Nurgle is a little trickier, but they're not bad for beginners. But Norska is good for beginners. Khorne is good for beginners. If you want to play like a non-chaos faction for beginners, Tomb Kings can be all right, but they're hard. They're a little hard to play. Yeah, Khorne and Norska would definitely be in my beginner faction category. They just have very cost-effective units. Yeah, those would be my two biggest recommendations. For non-chaos factions, Empire's a little hard to play. Bretonnia's hard to play. Dwarves are forgiving for sure, but they're a little bit harder in domination because of how slow they are. But they can be very strong if you know what you're doing. 100%. Yeah. What's up, Ash? Are you want me to play you? I'm not playing you. I threw too many games tonight. All right. And Evil Dead, was it Evil Dead Rise? Is that what it was? The recordings with the good. Oh, dude, yeah, I agree. That scene where they're playing back the recordings from the priests. Yeah, it's a really good scene. Okay, we got Lord Shaftesbury versus the Spy Rat. Who's the Spy Rat, dude? He's coming for blood tonight. Yeah. High Elves are not super forgiving. The Chaos factions are just so much easier to play. Granted, you know, the skill ceiling, they can be beaten for sure by the Order Tried factions. It's just, the Order is harder to play in general. Lore friendly, I suppose. Greenskins are hard. I think that Skaven is actually pretty good for beginners if you know the style of just bringing like 3 Skaven slaves, mass clan rats, 1 weapon team, and Ikit Claw. If you use that formula, you go 1 weapon team that's catered to the matchup, mass clan rats, 1 or 2 Globadiers, and then reinforcements are just ogres and wolf rats and like Ikit Claw and a Doom Wheel with Cleansing Rune. Like, you will win a lot of games once you learn how to do that. Yeah. Yeah, Steve, the next stream is going to be on Monday for Bannerlord. We're going to continue. We're going to play that pretty far. I want to get cannons. I want to get like a super elite army. See what we can do. Yeah, Chaos Dwarves are not bad for beginners. They're not. They're not too... They're hard to play at the highest level, but like... out of the gates for Chaos Dwarves, you can definitely get far with their Bellator's character and like their Iron Demons and stuff. Yeah. Dark Elves is one of the factions I've just never... Yeah, same. I don't really enjoy Dark Elves. Tomb Kings are a good balanced faction. Tomb Kings are a good investment. They're not super hard to play either. Like Tomb Kings, you can just go with like a big Skeleton Spearman stack, and then you can bring in like Cetra and then Ushabti Greatbow. And like that's good in like literally 80% of matchups. So yeah, that's a Bob with a very good call out. Tomb Kings are great, and they're only 1 DLC. You don't have to get multiple DLCs to play them. So yeah, Tomb Kings is a very, very good recommendation. They're a very strong faction. Fun to play too. All right, refreshing here. Lord Shaftesbury and Spy Rat still playing, and hopefully there's no lag. If you have any dreaded lag in the finals, I would be a little bit sad. Crumbling helps in Dom at the start. It kind of does, actually. Yeah, Crumbling can kind of be a bit of a blessing, and you don't have to unsummon shit. BRB, 1 sec. I'm going to go refill my water. All right, we're back, baby. Sice, thanks for the tourney. Hey, dude, well played to you, man. Yeah, that well played, Sice. Casey, let's call you by your name. I know you in real life. Good game, man. Taking down Oishi is no small feat, dude. So congrats to that. What was the matchup, by the way? Yeah, Skaven, I think, are pretty good for beginners. They're if you get the template down, there's a couple template builds for Skaven that are very, very strong. Microing 20 rats. Yeah, that is an element of Skaven that can be tricky, for sure. I was thinking of another tournament format, which would be... so basically, we have a Swiss tournament format, right? So it's like this. And how it works is... we just play until there's one person who has like an undefeated record and nobody else does, right? So I think that could be kind of cool. It'd be a lot. You would get like 7 or 8 rounds of tournaments. The streams would be a little bit longer. It'd be like a 4-hour one, but it'd be like an Iron Man tournament where you play until only one person has an undefeated record. Wood Elves versus Chaos. Who are you playing? Were you on the Chaos side or were you on the Wood Elf side? I would say that matchup is probably a little bit Chaos favored, but not too much. Maybe like 55-45. You know, Wood Elves can definitely beat Chaos, but it's a little bit harder for them. Yeah, a little bit harder. Yeah, still no. Man, some of these games are taking a long time. The Spy Rat. Is the Spy Rat up to no good? Yeah. You were on the Chaos side? Nice. What was your build? Yeah, because so like, let me show you guys an example of what I mean by this build format. It depending on the size of the tournament, it might not be like that much longer. But here, so we have our tournament tonight, right? We had our 4 rounds of regulation, and then after 4 rounds, you have your players here, right? So basically, for this, if we were to do like an Iron Man tournament, there wouldn't be a semifinal and a grand final. There would technically be a finals, right? Because at this point, we would just have Yumais and Ash play for the number 1 spot, and then whoever won that game would win the tournament, basically. It's just an idea, something I've been floating. Although with this many signups, that would only be 5 rounds, which is actually less gameplay than what we have today. So I don't know. Maybe it's just something I've been scheming. But yeah, Ash is very good. Ash comes from a land battle background, but has been playing a ton of Dom recently and been tearing it up, doing very, very good stuff. Been having a lot of fun watching their games. Yeah. 32 people would take 5 rounds. Yeah, exactly. Okay, are they done? Nope. All good. The Spy Rat literally has like a rat as his picture there, which is pretty funny. Yeah, there's been a lot of new faces in the competitive scene, which has been good. It's very healthy right now. Like, it's not like we have the same 4 people dominating, you know? we get a lot of newcomers coming in, joining in, practicing, getting in tournament wins, which has been super fun. 64 would take 6, yeah. Look at Ash, dude, with the devil face in there. Evil, man, evil. Let's see, did you talk about your build there, Casey? I'm scrolling down right now. No, I didn't see it. Yeah, the Empire Mirror match is a weird one. I think that typically artillery dominance is pretty big there. Like Balthazar Gelt is incredibly good in the Empire Mirror match, in my opinion. Using him to shut down enemy artillery while your artillery dominates is quite strong. Handgunners are actually good in the Empire Mirror too. Hawklands are very, very powerful there as well. It's a sweaty one. It's a very sweaty matchup, the Empire Mirror match. Quick play sucks in Warhammer 3. I agree 100%. It sucks. Yeah, it's terrible. Creative Assembly's matchmaking is just bad. And you know, domination quick battles aren't quite as precarious, but since there's units that are just grossly broken, like Thunder Tusk and like Seekers, I wouldn't even want to play quick battle if people are using Seekers and Thunder Tusk. It's just dumb. Sure, I might be able to beat them, but it's like, until those kind of things are fixed, like proper matchmaking, the leaderboard doesn't mean shit. It's been broken since Warhammer 3, that's a huge meme. Like the fact that the leaderboard just doesn't work is such a, it's pretty absurd. Yeah. It's pretty wild. What's up, Owen? How you doing, man? We got the big chub in here. Like to see it. Okay. And where are we next? What is cooking? And do we have the winner of the next game? Let's see who this could be. So the grand finals match. Let's finalize this one. Get the data entered in the website. What's up, Julian? How you doing, man? Yeah, welcome to the stream. What's up? Hans von Mustache will be back soon, guys. He's going to return. I know there's been a lot of demand for him. He'll be back on Monday. Okay, so, okay, it's going to be the spy rat. Dude, we have a rat who has spied his way in. And here he is. All right, so let's get you. Finals. Good luck, have fun. Let's get it. The first tournament appearance grand finals for the Spy Rat. All right. Let's see what this little Skaven has cooked up. So for the finals, do we really have a Dark Elf pick from Ash? Wow, that'd be cool. All right, so Ash in the grand finals is playing what? Dark Elves. And then Spy Rat is playing what? Please don't be laggy, though. Please, for the love of the gods. Okay, Spy Rat, Spy Rat. Dark Elves. What? Are you serious? A Dark Elf mirror match in the grand finals? Well, hey, for all of you Dark Elf fans, we are going to get a Dark Elf victory here in the grand finals. What are the odds of two players picking like a 38% win rate faction in the grand finals, and then they run into each other? It's double Dark Elves in the grand finals. Is Hans is my character in Bannerlord, yeah. Dude, come on. Mirror matches, for real? Gonna give us this shit right now? I almost want to just let them do a 3x3. Be like, hey, if you guys don't want to do a mirror match, we could do a 3x3. If you want, just spare us. I would be happy to do that. Yeah, Ash, for real, dude. He's also Dark Elves. Let's see if he responds. Okay. You there? Okay, I'm messaging the Spy Rat. No response yet. It's been all as quiet on the rat front. The only way the Dark Elves is competitive is against other Dark Elves. I mean, I think high level Dark Elf. There's a Dark Elf main Chibambu who plays them, and he's really good at them. He can definitely beat good factions with them. Dark Elves are a very finesse faction, very hard to play, low HP, hard hitting, but low HP is very tough to play. Yeah, two goths just went in Hot Topic. Dude, oh man, the early 2000s emo MySpace battle is happening. Whoever wins this is going to be removed from the other person's top 8 on MySpace. I know, we need to bring Tom back. You guys remember Tom? He was all of our first friends on MySpace. Yeah, he was there. MySpace top 8 was some savage shit, you know? Like having to rank your friends in terms of order. Yeah. It's like some Children of the Corn. Well, not Children of the Corn. It's Lord of the Flies, maybe. Yeah, it's more Lord of the Flies. Yeah. My only loss in the tournament is to Ash, so gotta root for him. Yeah, Armin, fair play, man. Lahoot, I recognize your avatar. Dark Elves are still quite good, just a lot of high-tier mains aren't. Yeah, I agree with you, Ash. I agree with you. I think they're good in the hands of the right players. All good. Enjoy the Dark Elf mirror. Yeah, it's going to be a Druchii mirror on a super big open field map. Just please, for the love of God, use different banners. Please, Ash. Pick a banner that your opponent is not using. Come on. Don't do me dirty like this. We're stuck with the Zuck. I love that like picture of Mark Zuckerberg, like when he's like he's like water, or he's lake surfing or wakeboarding. And he's like got all the wet sunscreen on his face. Yeah, that picture's pretty funny. Yeah, the drama would last the rest of the school year. Talking about the top 8. I never had 8 friends for MySpace. You just had Tom. Tom was your homie, the automatic friend. Yeah. Dark Elves are solid B tier. Stats are misleading. Just a high skill floor. I agree with you. I don't think they're bad. I think Bretonnia is bad and hard to play, but I think that aside from that, there's not too many factions that are just straight up terrible. I wonder what Tom from MySpace is doing now. You know, let me look. What is Tom from MySpace doing? It's a popular search. Okay. Tom, the co-founder of MySpace, he retired in 2009 and now pursues his interest in photography, surfing, and architecture. And he just travels and... What a chill bro, dude. What a chill bro. Yeah. Awesome. How much did he... He sold... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. He sold MySpace in 2009 for... Oh, no. He sold MySpace in 2005. Oh, so Tom left MySpace pretty quickly, actually. He sold it for $580 million in 2005. Jeez. That's wild. Yeah. He has a cool dog. He's just being rich, yeah. Tom was living the life. Yeah, he was a good friend to us. Yes. All right, no, don't use the same banner. No, guys, come on. Make sure you use different colored banners, please, for the love of God. I just messaged the spy rat. I told him, please use different banners. Yeah, come on. Come on, please. No, switch it. The spy rat sitting on that little banner. I'm getting a little nervous about this. I feel like we might get they might be trolling. One day you might sell Total Tavern? Oh, definitely not. Total Tavern doesn't make any money. It's just a community tool, you know? Yeah. I'm begging, dude. No. Okay, we got an orange versus a white one. All right, we're good. Thank you, Ash. No, why would you guys want the same banner? Why would you want this? Then you won't even be able to tell what's going on. I won't be able to tell. You won't be able to tell. Use different banners or I'm turning this into a 1v1. Yeah. Same banner, then throw it in. No, dude, no same banner. Stop. I know it's always fun to it's always a little bit fun to see the suffering. That's why I play stacks and tabletop. I play mono black braids. Braids is my commander. It's my favorite commander, and I run like all the most miserable effects like Eternal Darkness, Contamination, Smokestacks, Winter Orb. Orb of Resistance, like just all the pure suffering cards it's my favorite thing in Magic. I love it. Yeah, it's so great. You want Chaos for Zinch? Yeah. The Orange Dreamsicle battle. Well, I'm trying to think like what my favorite 90s, like early 2000s like snack was. The 90s. Hang on, 90s drumsticks, ice cream. So these things were pretty top tier, all right? If we're taking a look at like just top, like god tier 90 stuff, like the drumsticks, dude, these things were so good like on a hot summer day. Oh yeah, dude, this was powerful. That stuff was super, super good. Also, this isn't a dessert, but like these pizzas, I think these are just god tier pizzas. The old school ones, I haven't tried them in ages, but the Celeste pizzas from the 90s. Oh my God. I used to get up and watch WWE. I would be watching like 90s WWE, eating one of these pizzas, and like you're like, dude, this is just the life. These things. Oh, it's so good. The Celeste pizzas. Yeah. Oh man. Those were powerful. Those were really good. You guys remember these things? I know we probably have a lot of Americans here in chat, but dude, the Celeste pizzas were just next level. What else did we like love in the 90s that was super good? Yeah, the drumsticks, those were pretty bomb. Yeah. A delicious cardboard pizza, they're great. Bagel bites, yeah, bagel bites were good too. Like, yeah, LOL, real cheese is that fake cheese? Yeah, I mean, there's 100% real cheese. Yeah, when you have to advertise that on your box, you know that. Oh shit. I was like sitting here like looking at 90s pizzas and like these guys are both ready for like 5 minutes probably. Oh God. You could preserve a mummy with all the salt in those pizzas. Yeah, that's actually very funny. You probably could. Chef Boyardee. Yeah, I enjoyed some Chef Boyardee. Oh man, 90s was a great time to grow up. I mean, I feel like every generation feels like, I'm sure kids nowadays are like, man, the 2010s were sweet compared to now, right? But I do feel like 90s had this like interesting paradigm of like, you didn't have cell phones. There was the early internet, which was very much like the Wild West. So the vernacular that you had in the 90s was more local, right? It was more regional. The way you spoke, the jargon you used, the slang. Whereas nowadays it's very kind of, I don't know if homogenous would be the right word, but everybody kind of uses the same meme culture, the meme language. But in the 90s, like we had stuff from our town. And then when you go a couple cities over, it was different, or a couple states. Yeah, it was fun. Early internet was fun, like 95, 96, 97. I don't know about 95. Was I on the internet that much then? Definitely 97, 98. But yeah. All right, guys. Here we are in the grand finals. It is a Druchii Civil War. We have the Spy Rat coming into the steel chair in today's tournament. going to be rocking a battle line of Dread Spears. So we do have the dreaded Dread Spears, Dark Riders, as well as Cold One Knights. So a lot of Cav as well. Yeah, ravings about the good old days. You like them. You know you love it. But it is going to be a Cold One Knight-centric build. A ton of Cav, actually. Wow, 4 Cold One Knights, including, actually, one of which is going to be the Dread Knights, the Knights of the Ebon Claw. On top of that, we do have a High Beastmaster who's going to be rocking the Scourge Runner Chariot, so decent poke against flying monsters, but also has a Tormentor Sword, which is cool. And a Supreme Sorceress with Piercing Bolts. Okay. Piercing Bolts looking to drop some big bolts on the heads of their opponents. All right, 1995. Dude, I was born in 1988, man. Yeah. I was born in the 80s. My neighbor's kids, I was hanging out with one of my neighbors. I'm 36, he's 43, and we're good pals. And his kids are like, I don't know, 10, 11, 12, and like they basically refer to us as dinosaurs. You know, yeah, it's weird. It's perplexing when that starts to happen. So we got Bleak Swords, right? We got Bleak Swords into the sunset with Witch Elves in the secondary. Witch Elves are pretty good killing power, but my concern for Ash is that the Witch Elves and none of this army is actually good against Cav, really. The Dragon is. We'll see. So Witch Elf build with a Bloodrack Shrine. Now, Bloodrack Shrine could be a little bit scary. The Medusa on top does have some good shooting, but is vulnerable against Dark Rider or Repeater Crossbow. Dragon character is going to be a Supreme Sorceress of Soul Stealer spam, and that appears to be it for the entire army. All right, guys. This is the Grand Finals, the legendary Dark Elf Mirror. Yeah, very fun to see. Druki are a cool faction. They're cool. I got to learn them a little bit better. Definitely fun to play. All right, let me make sure there's no drama. They're not messaging me for anything. So here we are. You know, put your wagers down. Who do you guys think is going to win this one? Is it going to be Ash or the new up-and-comer, the Spy Rat, making his first appearance in a tournament grand final against a multi-tournament winner in Ash? Ash, of course, has won, I think, 3 or 4 tournaments this season. Maybe more. I'm not even sure, but has been getting a lot of wins. Never going to give you up? Yes, I will never let you down. Right on. Thank you. Appreciate that, Naomi. Thank you for being a member for 32 months. That is a long time indeed. All right, guys. Supreme Sorceress of Dark Magic is going to be setting up on the objective. It will be contested, but Spy Rat's going to get this. In this big cab-based army, I would imagine that Ash is looking at this being like, oh shit, I don't really have a lot to deal with all these Golden Knights. You know, the Witch Elves and the Bleak Swords will not do much damage. We do get Cold One Knights being called out. And, oh, the Tormentor MLG Sword and a Piercing Bolts drop. So did he Tormentor Sword and then Piercing Bolts that unit? Okay, that was like, I feel like a little bit too flashy of a play. If he had just charged them with the Cold One Knights instead of using the Piercing Bolts, I think it would have been more cost effective. But at the end of the day, sending a message to his opponent here. Now, the Shrine, this would also be very strong. If the Tormentor Sword was still active and the Shrine were to get trapped up here and then just killed by the Repeater Crossbows and the Knights, that would be very big. But moving in is the army here. We're going to get a Soul Stealer for sure. The Dragon's going to line up a Breath Attack. Ash is going to set up shop. Breath Attack right down the pipe here. Although the Dark Riders are not going to last much longer. So will he get the Breath Attack damage? It does come, and it is a direct hit. Really nice Breath Attack there from Ash. But look at the full tilt coming in from the Dark Riders. Nothing grabbing the outside objective, which is a huge blunder. If you're playing this way, this like pedal to the metal aggression, you should definitely get all 3 objectives. Yeah, because you want to try and win on points, right? But yes, feigned charges coming in. So the Dark Riders and the Cold One Knights do kind of feign a bit of a charge. 1 unit of Cold One Knights does end up getting killed by Ash, but the objectives are going to be in the clutches of the Spy Rat right now. So he does have his 2 points, as his Dark Riders and his Knights of the Ebon Claw are going to be waiting in the wings. He did get some damage against the Bleak Swords. Harpy is sitting overhead. And now we get another engagement. Cold One Knights with the Whiplash activated, so they're going to have 57 weapon strength, which is not bad at all. And, oh my god, Piercing Bolts, is that going to go down right here? Let's see. Piercing Bolts, and it does do respectable damage. Nothing too crazy, but it does pound a couple of those infantry pieces, and not the end of the world. So Witch's Brew activated. That's going to be rampaging some of those angry ladies over there. Cold One Knights engaging here, and Dark Riders engaging as well. So Spy Rat is playing what I like to call a stuffing strategy, where you just push your opponent back and fight on their backfield and try and win on points. Now, this would be a million times better if he had a triple cap, because he would then be, 300 points, and he'd be that much closer to winning, and it would buy him more time. Because the downside of fighting in your opponent's backfield is they get the quicker reinforcements, but you obviously get the points, and then can play the points later on and try and win that way. The Bloodrack Shrine getting a nice laser beam attack, really good stuff. I'm happy the builds are so different. It's making for like a very interesting mirror match here, as the Medusa up top is going to be taking pot shots into the Hellebroni. So the Hellebroni, the chillest of the bros, going to be laser beaming in. Nice shot right there, taking out quite a few of the Hellebroni. And now another backfield fight. We do have the Cold Knights as well as the Harpies fighting back here. And finally, it looks like the third objective is going to be grabbed. But is it too late, right? We do see Ash pulling ahead in value, but it's not by that much. Definitely still a contested game. Piercing Bolt's going down once again. I'm loving the varied magic usage. And the Knights of the Ebon Claw will do okay against Cold Knights, but it's not a fight that they want. Repeater Crossbows sitting and shooting, getting some decent shots where they can. And now I would imagine that old Spy Rat is going to be considering a pullback. The Knights of the Ebon Claw are going to get wrecked 3v1. No magic to really support them, no final transmutation or anything. Completely surrounded. Ebon Claw Knights are getting some damage. Only 300 value, though, is really, really brutal. And now it's going to be the return of Ash. Ash is going to move out. Things are going to get pretty crunk. Another nice laser beam right there as the Cold Knights and the Dark Riders move in. I really like this playstyle, though. It's kind of cool, like this aggressive Dark Elf Cav style. But we do see Ash pulling ahead in value. A couple pretty reckless plays from Spy Rat, and he didn't get that third objective. Had he gotten the third objective earlier, he'd be, upwards of, 450, 500 points, something like that, which would make the game a little bit more doable for him. But now Ash is going to be coming in and getting his infantry momentum, so he did have more infantry, right? And diving into enemy territory is very risky. Heavy fighting over here. You can see the morass of bodies. Certainly was a very, very brutal pit fight there. And going to be Dark Riders, a lot of territory control units, as the Druki of Spy Rat are now going to be pulling back. Down about 1,600 value, and maybe even worse because of Soul Stealer, which else called out. Reaper Bolt Thrower. That is a bold strategy, Cotton. Artillery Collins mid-game are definitely a little bit riskier. They do give you a big loss in momentum on the objectives. Now, if Spy Rat can find a way to hold on to objectives 2 and 3, definitely going to be within the realm of possibility. But we do see the Witch Elves of Spy Rat still potentially able to contest this point. High Beastmaster on his chariot doing a little bit of poke, and the Sorceress of Fire charging into the Bloodrack Shrine, actually. Here comes a charge of Dark Riders, chariot character thinking about engaging there. But yeah, you see Ash getting a lot of momentum on the point. 6,100 value. Dark Riders battling versus Cold Knights. Not going to be great. Hellebroni about to be massacred by a bunch of ladies who scantily clad ladies here. They do get in and they do start butchering the Hellebroni, so not going to be good for them. And we do see the reverse momentum as both objectives are going to be capped here by Ash. And I think we're going to probably see Spy Rat in danger. Searing Bolt's not doing bad there. Actually got some really good damage against those Cold Knights. It's cool to see that fire spell being used, and it is a good spell. It's actually kind of an underrated one in my opinion. But the repeater crossbows do get caught here by Ash's Cav, so Ash able to get in melee, and the Cold Knights in the Druki Civil War continue to get a lot of nice anti-large kills. Witch Elf's going to be surging towards the objective. Bolt Thrower in the trees is getting any value. It did make contact once versus the Cold Knights, but shooting out of the trees is already very dodgy. And I think we're going to be seeing the game being called here soon as Ash is in a very dominant position. The High Beastmaster getting wrecked by a dragon, which is to be expected. The utility of the High Beastmaster is not bad. 1,700 value on the High Beastmaster, by the way. 1,760 is very, very nice. And Tormentor Sword is really, really good. It's incredibly nice for like locking something down and sniping it with some synergy with your range units, but overall, Spy Rat is in the pits. He's down. He played very well, though. I mean, Ash is a top-tier player. The Bum Rush strategy was kind of cool. I think that maybe if you get a triple cap and you don't commit to the Bum Rush so hard, you kind of just lurk like over here and make Ash come to you and then charge in a little bit further away. I think that Spy Rat could have actually had a chance of winning this game. On points, if he had gotten the third objective, he'd be around 900 points right now. That's still not enough to win the game, right? But a little bit too aggressive. A little bit too aggressive, I think. So shooting in are the Dark Riders into these units, but he played very well. I mean, Ash is a top-tier player. I mean, Ash on leaderboard right now, we'll check afterwards, but I'm pretty sure they're like top 8, somewhere in that ballpark. So Dark Riders repeating back. High Beastmaster gets killed, dropping a Chad Searing Doom on his head before he goes, pulling a Thanos, calling in all the big bombardments on his allies. Well, more namely himself in this case. A very Dark Elf thing to do, but we do see the Witch Elves getting roasted by the dragon here. Dragon's going to be able to come in, probably, wreck those Witch Elves. It'll be bad for them. A couple infantry still fighting on the other side, but the Bolt Thrower does get taken offline, is shattered. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be all she wrote. A valiant attempt by the Spy Rat. Very epic build, but it was not enough, and Ash is no easy foe. So Witch Elves get their souls stolen by the Supreme Sorceress. Maybe Slaanesh is going to get some of those souls. Slaanesh does have a predilection for elves. Charging in are more Cold Knights, but no way. They're not going to be able to get through the infantry. Cold Knights actually are not going to be super effective at getting through infantry. I mean, they're okay. They still do have a decent charge bonus. Relatively okay melee attack, but yeah, good luck with that, guys. So, GG, well played. And if you guys enjoyed this stream and this tournament, Please do drop a like on the way out. It helps a lot. Helps keep the old man engine going. But this was a very, very fun one. I had a good time partying with you all. As we do see the Cold Blue Knights charging in after these bad boys. More spears on the way up. And, yeah, no chance of it to come back. 12,000 against 7.8. That is a extremely beautiful. I was saying brutal and beautiful at the same time. A big deficit, quite substantial. I really like the shrine though. Seeing the Blood Rack shrine is a pretty cool inclusion. I think these things are very underrated. It's like a mobile platform with a very good elevation point. So the Medusa sitting on top can get really good arcs of fire, and it also has decent buffs too. The Aura of Agony is pretty good, and the Aura of Ardor is not bad at all. Another Searing Doom going to be activated there, but not going to get the job done, guys. Yeah. A nice try indeed. I don't know why the Spy Rat hasn't left yet. He's literally being base camped and just spawning in units. He's completely tabled off the battlefield. Completely tabled. And yeah, what has he got left? He's got some freaking Sorceress here, basically getting just karate chopped. Dark Riders are about to be terror routed off the battlefield. Harpies in the backfield. And that's going to be all she wrote. Brutiful. Yeah, brutiful. We just made a new word. Hey, helping the old man engine. Thank you. I greatly appreciate that, dude. Thank you for supporting the channel and all the tournaments and all the good stuff. Yes, we're going to have some big stuff coming up soon. The campaign of Hans von Haggard will be continuing this week. And then on Saturday morning, European time, 10 o'clock. So good for you guys, too. We're going to have the grand finals. So that will be the sweatiest of the sweatiest. We're going to have the top 16 players in the world from last season duking it out for the grand championship, which is going to be uber fun. And then a faction war after that. That's on the docket. And then we got Civilization coming up like a week after that, which is going to be super fun. So it's going to be a good time indeed. Dude, why is he not leaving? Is he just trolling? I think he's just trolling at this point. This is just super over. I mean, dude, you're literally base camped. It's kind of like an Age of Empires. Yeah, when somebody's got you camped there. Okay, he's not trolling. He just was in the heat of the moment. Yeah, Dark Elves got the fat tournament win. There you go. The Medusa Shrine was cool. Supreme Sorceress was a beast. I did not hate this build though. Like in the beginning, Ash's build did not have any answers against this. I think if Spy Rat just plays the middle, grabs the objectives, and like plays that way and forces Ash to move forward and then charges, I think that, you know, we have a game on our hands, right? Piercing Bolt's got 1,300 value, which wasn't bad either, so that was pretty cool. But ladies and gentlemen, that will be it for tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Drop a like on the way out if you guys enjoyed this tournament. And aside from that, we'll be back on Monday. I appreciate all of you guys. We'll have 2 battles going up tomorrow. I got 2 sweet replays, really good games. An awesome Empire vs. Zinch game, which I'm going to be posting, and a couple others. But that's it. Yeah, GG, well played. We'll see you guys around. Take care of yourselves. Congrats to Ash. Let's take a look at the front page leaderboard real quick on Total Tavern. So Ash, please report your score ASAP if you can. And let's go here. So Ash is the number 4 ranked player in the world right now. So that's like, dude, the first tournament finals for the Spy Rat, right? And then playing the number 4. Dude, man, Ash has a 70% win rate. Yeah, wow, that is powerful. Then we got Outer Region over here, currently with 80% win rate. Boss Tots with a number 2 ranked player in the world with 6 tournament wins and a 70% win rate. And Oishi currently ranked number 1, which is pretty good as well. Yeah, this is going to be a sweaty season finals. We got a lot of great names, a lot of great faces in here. And we got Butcherbird down here. Butcherbird is also a new player to Domination Mode, who's come over from Land Battle and has been doing very well. Sitting at a 70% win rate. So very, very good stuff. I'm loving it. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today. Thank you all for watching. I had a great time hanging out with you guys. We'll see you back in the next few days with Hans von Haggard on Monday. More Total War tournaments during the week, too. They'll be mixed in. And then the big grand finals of Season 8 is going to be on Saturday. So that is going to be it. GG, well played. Do widzenia, dobranoc, oyasumi nasai, sayonara. That is it. See you guys and take care.